Yeah,
it's
very
fragmented, and it's been fragmented for a while. I mean, growing up in Dallas, I've seen the Nepali community at its zenith when it was just really just a few, people getting together and being like, yeah, like let's build something, let's get people together, right? And I think like I've seen those years where it was truly a community like you were describing. And then over the years, I feel like personal egos ties back to Nepal. Yeah. Things have fragmented this community, and I think that's one of the issues with such a rapidly fast-growing community anywhere, I think, is that you tend to... I don't think that this kind of problem would exist in a Nepali community that's like in a more smaller city where you have less population. I think Dallas has gotten to a point where the Nepali population here is so big where it can foster different ideas and different groups to really do their own thing and kind of, like you said, compete with one another. And there's pros to that because then you have diversity of events and thoughts, but there's also cons to it. Yeah. People are not together at some certain times.
The different organizations we have in the community that's Nepali, I feel like it all serves a purpose, and it's all like it serves a different section of the community, and I think it's all like necessary, like NST has been there kind of supporting the community throughout like all this time we've been there, and they have pros, cons, whatever, but like that's where NYP kind of came in, is like it was not like serving a population that was there. And what I felt like was when we graduated, I know there's a ton of friends, like people like us who have like either gone to college here or have, like grew up here, gone to college, graduated, has a job. Yeah. And then people are successful. People are, making money, doing their own thing. They have their experiences. And that experience is like what needs to be shared with the community.
Welcome to News, Nonsense, and more. News, nonsense, and more.
Welcome to another episode of News, Nonsense, and More, where we bring people from our community together. We talk about interesting things, fun facts, get to know each other a little bit better within the community, and more so also give, a foundation for anything that people are looking to do. So I usually have my introductions very, very chill, very, fun, I guess. Right, guys? I'm not too much pressure for you guys, right? But finally, we have the NYP founders. Been only asking them for like a bazillion years, and they're finally here. And we have a new co-host today, Arya.
Hi, everyone.
So this is Arya's debut as being a co-host. So you may not get the fire life as Prapti does, or maybe you will. Who knows?
I'll try my best, guys. I'll try.
Yeah, a little bit back and forth is always fun. But let's go ahead and get an introduction from our NYP founders, finally. So who would like to go first?
You want to go first?
Sure.
All righty. So tell the audience and the viewers who you are and who Anuka is and Anuka's story.
Can't believe we're here, finally. I know. Thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely.
I know you've been like really been a big supporter of NYP, so really appreciate it. But hello everyone, my name is Anuka Abhilash and I'm from Nepal, obviously. I was born in Bhaktapur and I moved to Dallas when I was, I think, 9 years old. So it's been over 20 years that I've lived here. But I pretty much grew up in like the Euless area, so really grew up with the community here in DFW. And I went to college at UT Dallas. That's how I met Abhilash and a lot of the folks at NYP. And after that, just stayed here, honestly, UTD, and then went to school and then worked and then founded NYP. And here we are.
That's really cool because I have my story is very similar to what Anuka just
copied
said.
your answer?
Yeah, you just copied me basically.
And I have to be different. The pressure's on.
Let me try to think of how I'm different. So my name is Abhilash. I moved to the States 2003. So I moved here when I was 6. Oh. And so I would say one of the first families in Dallas, to be honest, because when we moved in, like no one was here. So been living most of my life in Dallas. I had a 2-year stint in Houston right after college, but then moved back for family. It was also COVID. I think and that's where me and Anuka kind of reconnected after COVID, and we're like, let's bring back the happy hours. Let's bring back like in-person events. And that led to the creation of NYP. And now it's a, living, growing organism that's huge family. So it's been a good ride.
I mean, like, yeah, absolutely. Because I moved here in 2016.
Wow.
So like I was in Long Island, New York. So that's like no Nepali people. The only Nepali friends I had was like the 3 or 4 friends I had in college, university at that time. And, one of them went back. He has his, I don't know if you guys know, Ambassador Hotel. So his dad owns that. So he went back for that. IU, he was in Arizona. He moved to Austin.
Mm.
And my other friend, we call him Samo. He's in Taiwan. So those are like my 3 really close Nepali friends. Oh yeah, I only lived in Nepal for 3 years. So the ones I kind of grew up with in those 3 years, I don't really connect with them as much. So when I moved here, it was a huge.
That's crazy. You still know your friends back from Nepal when you moved here. How old were you?
I was born in Africa, so I lived there for 14 years.
Wow.
I only lived in Nepal for 3.
Oh.
So the 3 years were like the 7th, 8th, and then O levels. And then I was like, I watched American Pie. And then we had, my dad.
That's what made you want to come to
America. I need to go to America. So yeah, that's a different story on its own.
I watch American Pie. So
that's how life is. That's how high school is. And I was like, Mom, Dad, I want to do my high school in the U.S. And
nice.
Yeah, not the same. Not the same.
Yeah.
But one of the things I really wanted to say is when I came to Dallas, there was like shit ton of Nepali people.
Yeah.
I went from like. The way how I met my friends was they were speaking Nepali, and I went up to them like, "You guys are Nepali?"
Yeah.
And that's how we became friends. But it's only like 2 people, right?
Yeah.
Here it was more like everybody. Like from going to the grocery store, I'm like hearing them speaking Nepali. It was like
It's a mini Nepal, in my opinion.
it is a mini Nepal, right? But one of the things I noticed, like, I remember when NST was around in 2016.
Yep.
I know like Shraddha. She used to be part of the NST, and she asked me to come on and talk. At that time, I was working for Bank of America, so I was like, kind of want to give financial advice to like students who come in. Hey, listen, do this, do that. Just a good pathway for them to not make the dumb mistakes, financially, right? I remember doing that, but the organization itself was like so. I felt like it was not true to what it was supposed to be. That's how I personally felt, and after a couple of years, I was like, it's not something that I want to do. And after such a long time, Kripa Didi was like, come to the meditation thing. I was like busy going through some stuff, but she was like saying, NYP is great. It's a great way to like meet people, like, like-minded, progressive. And I was holding it off for the longest time. It's like, Nepali groups. And because I always had that really like, the Nepalese society sometimes is like kind of like weird, right? Especially for someone who only lived there for 3 years. So I don't really, if you guys try to talk to me like, oh, Nepal mein don't, I won't get it.
Yeah.
Right? So I was thinking like that for the longest time, but then I attended one of the first NYP events. I was like, oh, wow, this is actually
What was the first one?
I think the first one was, what was the first one? We did the karaoke thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you hosted that one. So that was your first one?
Yeah, the first one was
Yeah.
that one because the
What?
one before that was through the meditation.
Oh.
Because
Oh, you
Kripa
came
Didi-
to the like at Kripa Didi's house, or did you
Yeah,
come?
Kripa Didi's house.
Oh, okay.
So that's where she like got
Gotcha.
me, and that's where I met like Ashu, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody started talking about it. And then
Did you go to the Sunset Yoga one?
I didn't go to Sunset Yoga one.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that much time. So
Oh.
she always
Wow.
does
You
it,
missed
like,
out on that.
9
That was a
o'clock.
great event.
I know they do. Like
That's-
Kripa Didi has been getting to like yoga
Yeah.
a lot.
That's crazy that the karaoke was your first event because you like kind of ran that karaoke. Like you and Ashu.
I honestly was like, hey guys,
Right?
I like karaoke. I didn't think I would run it. I was just like, okay, you guys will probably do it. I'll just wait until they like decide. I was
Yeah,
just giving
yeah.
ideas. And next thing you know, because like, oh yeah, just go ahead and do it. I'm like, okay.
You're like a superstar NYP member. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
ran.
really jumped
you ran
in.
the first NYP event. You ran it. That's crazy.
Well, no, the thing was like, Ashu's amazing.
Yeah. No.
I really like Ashu.
I
and
love
I'm
Ashu.
really sad that he had to leave. Even like when he did the podcast
yeah,
with us.
Yeah.
I know.
But one of the things is that was why I really liked it, because you guys got like I gave a suggestion,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And you guys quickly acted on it. You
Mhm.
guys gave Ashu
Yeah.
Like, hey, connect with him, do this, do that. And we did all that, and it was very seamless. It was very proactive.
Yeah.
And I really, really, again, amazing. And plus it was for the business too. Like, peak was so slow. Like, I remember one of the, like, Bainis I know that I was working there, she's like, nobody comes there.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I don't really like mess around with NST. I don't really talk to them.
Yeah.
And I still have more to say about that, but like, you guys kind of acted on it. You helped them, and I think the Peak, one of the owners of Peak, right? He also got your number, and he wants to do more. So it's kind of like he was very grateful.
Yeah.
Aw.
He thought like I ran. I was like, no, this is not me. It's like I told him it's them. Like,
No, you did it too.
No, you
like,
did it.
yeah.
And I think NYP is like it's a platform for Nepali people, like anyone. It's not just like me and Anuka running the show and like we're deciding what events. Like anyone who wants to do anything. Like if you are interested about, I don't know, running a meditation event or doing a run club or doing anything, like so many like events that we've done in the last 2 years were actually not even like our idea. It was like just people telling us, and then just having an idea and saying like, yeah, like other Nepali people would be interested in this, like why not, right?
Yeah.
And then once we just give the platform that is NYP, and then we create into some like an actual like event or some kind of formal process, people show up.
Yeah.
And it becomes a whole thing. And I think that's one of the greatest things about NYP is just like, it's just given so many people like the voice and the platform to like do something themselves.
absolutely. I think it's more personalized.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about it. I feel like, and also you guys are approachable. You guys are also available. That's
100%.
the biggest thing.
I have a question. So where did the idea spark from? So you've built it for so long, right?
Yeah.
But what was the original idea of you sat down and you're like, okay, we need this organization.
yeah.
I mean, this platform. What was the main idea?
So when we first started, we did not say we needed an organization.
Okay.
I think we were very against organization for the
Really?
same reason
Yeah.
why you have certain opinions about certain groups.
Yeah.
So I mean, you wanna tell the quick story?
I think like, so both Avi and me, we've known each other since forever, since we were little, and we grew up in this area. So we have like good roots here, good foundations. And like back when we were little, the NSD like still runs it. Like they have that school and stuff. That's how we met. So we kind of, I felt like built our core group there.
Okay.
And then we went to college, we reconnected. And at UT Dallas, we also formed NSA there. Like they had an NSA.
you guys? You
Yeah.
at UT Dallas?
Well, there was
That's
one
crazy.
already.
Oh,
there was one
okay.
already way back then. And then when I started, the Bhukampa happened in Nepal in 2015.
Yeah.
And the NSA there wasn't like as active. So then we like kind of
Oh,
revived
really?
it. So it was
Wow,
a couple of
okay.
other people who are like older than me that like, and plus me, we started NSA there again. And then you joined the
I
year
joined, like,
later,
right after.
Right after. And then
Yeah.
we kind of like kept it going. So
It's still really big there, by the way, just so you know. Like, you kept it running.
I'm glad. It was like our baby, It was so much fun. And we made so many good memories. And after college, I'm in finance, I'm in business. I'm also like very outgoing. I talk to people a lot.
Yeah.
He's the same way. He's in consulting.
Yeah.
Like we're both very outgoing people. And then after COVID happened, everything shut down, right?
Yeah.
And we connected again, and then we were just talking about everything, and we were talking about how like, we both go to networking events, we do like these social things, and but we really missed our community.
Yeah.
We really missed a way to connect with people. And I felt like we kept thinking like, oh, we go to all these like business happy hours. Like, why don't we do our own?
Yeah.
And then like, okay, like let's do it. And we kept thinking. And then we finally said, let's do it. And we asked all our friends to come. And at first, like the first couple of events was like all our UTD friends.
So
like,
it was summer of 22.
Yeah.
Summer of 2022. That's when we first kicked off a mini happy hour somewhere in Las Colinas. I forgot where exactly. And it was just me and Nuka and our friends.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is NYP now.
Yeah.
Me and Nuka and our friends are NYP now. So we kept on doing it for like 2 or 3 times, and then we're like, you know what? Let's do like an actual like official launch.
Okay.
So we did our official launch, I think in like October
At Peak.
at Peak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, when you first opened?
At Peak?
Not Peak.
No, Hangout.
Hangout. Yeah. Hangout.
At Hangout.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's when we really like opened it up to everyone, anyone who came. It was still majority like NSA, UTD people,
Yeah.
but I think that's when a bunch of other Nepali people started coming into it. And then really in a really short amount of time, it's just expanded to just people that we've never known.
Yeah.
You know,
People, just like
I was gonna say like that first happy hour.
Yeah.
Akansha came to that one.
Yeah.
And she was like, so it was mostly so far all the like the pre happy hours we were doing before our launch, it was all our friends, right? And there were people we were texting, we're like, hey, please come. We were individually inviting people.
Yeah.
And then that day, Akansha came, and she's like one of our good friends now.
Yeah.
She showed up, and we're like, oh, we've never seen this girl before. Who is she? And we go talk to her, and she had just moved from Chicago, or no, New Jersey.
Chicago.
Yeah, so she had moved from somewhere else, and then she was like, "Oh, I heard about like this NYP. It's just I don't know, someone posted it, and it looked like a good way to meet people."
Yeah.
And she just found us, and she came, and I think like that was our first like organic like growth that was not like fueled by just us two.
She was the patient zero.
Yeah.
Patient zero.
Patience,
Yeah, and
Honestly,
then
one of our biggest success stories.
honestly, yeah. Shout out.
But that's
Shout out
good,
to
though.
Akansha.
No, I mean that's good. I mean, like, I was going to ask that question, but love that you asked it. So
Yeah.
good job, Arya.
Yeah.
Grading her while she
Yeah.
is,
She's doing great.
So you guys basically started off as friends first, like okay, friends, hang out, community, and all that stuff.
Mm.
So a contract comes through, you're like, this person, it's like never met them, right? So what were the next steps that or what did it make you want to do, like kind of wanting to grow it? Since you saw that first person coming in, maybe next couple,
Yeah.
at what point did you guys think like, wait, this could be something bigger?
Hmm.
Did we think like that? Like this could be bigger?
I think we really wanted NYP to be just kind of like first a way to make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. I don't think we ever really thought about NYP being something like a big organization that's gonna rival NST and like we actually were very against that. Like
Yeah.
we wanted to create something that was outside of all the politics, outside of all the Nepali drama, because we've grown up with that all our lives here. You know, with being in Dallas and being in like the Nepali community here. So we just wanted it to be super personable. Someone like, you know, the events are just come, have fun, very laid back. So that's why we just did a bunch of happy hours, and people loved happy hours.
Yeah.
Because like you have a year and a half of staying in your home and quarantining, and then you just, you know, like you want to
finally get out.
You finally get out.
Yeah.
You want to meet people, and then now you're meeting people that are Nepali, so that you have like that instant like connection, right? Of like just being Nepali, and yeah, and it was a lot of people that were just finding that connection, and then we just saw that like people were genuinely making friendships. It wasn't just like, you know, like sometimes you go to a networking event and then you're just getting their number, getting their LinkedIn, and then it's like whatever.
There's
like
no connections after that.
yeah, but
basically.
like people were generally building like friendships.
Yeah.
Friend groups were being formed, and we were like, that's where we saw the power of NYP. In the beginning, was just like, this is a way for people to make friends. Let's continue this, and let's do it. Let's do it where we can like keep it sustainable, you know? Because we also we didn't want NYP to just be like a passion project for a year and then just fall off.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what happens with a lot of organization is that they have like a couple members who are really active for a year or two, and then it just like once they're done, you know, it just falls off, right?
Yeah. Like for example, that main person might get married or go for a job in another state.
Exactly.
And next thing you know, that person, that the glue that's holding everybody together.
Exactly.
Kind of like.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that first year, like our main goal was to make it consistent because we would tell our friends, and they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't come, you know, and then it was like, that's okay. You know, you don't have to come to every event.
Yeah.
We're going to have one every month. That was like our kind of like our goal.
Main goal, yeah.
Yeah. And we did that. Like, I don't know how we did that first year.
We had like one happy hour
every month. And we were both so busy, and either like I'd be running it 1 month or he'd be running it 1 month, but like we're both collaborating. And I think after year one, it really started kind of becoming its own thing. Like,
yeah. I think it was when we started seeing like 30, 40-ish people come to our happy hours, and we're like, okay, we want to do more events.
Yeah.
It can't just be happy hours. I feel like, you know, there's more to life than just happy hours.
Yeah.
So we're
It's
like,
not always
let's
about
create.
drinking, right?
Yeah, it's not all about drinking. And a lot of people didn't come to our happy hours because they just don't drink.
Yeah.
So I wanted to reach that community too. And I think that's when we started like, we need help. Like it can't just be us two. We want this can be bigger than just us two, right? So we created what is now the planning committee, which was at the time just whoever was interested in helping
Yeah.
us coordinate events,
Yeah.
we just got them all in like one Zoom call.
Mhm.
And then
it wasn't even like we said like you come. We had like a town hall.
like
Yeah.
a town hall.
And then like
And
5
Jordan
people
joined.
showed
Yeah.
up, and we're like, you guys are the planning.
you guys are now
That's
the planning committee.
Yeah.
And then
sorry.
so the people who are there are the ones that you probably know: Ashu,
Yeah.
Eureka, Sam. These like they have redefined NYP, because before that, Anuka and me were just doing happy hours.
Yeah.
And we were like, maybe we can do some like professional events. We were thinking about it, but we never like did anything like that. And then once we started getting Ashu, Eureka, Sam, we started doing meditation events. We started doing workout events. We started they opened up the whole world, like what they wanted to do. And then we're like, oh wow, that's I think whenever I think that's when we really realized like this can be a platform,
Yeah.
not just like somewhere for people to make friendships, but people to actually grow and empower themselves.
Yeah.
So it was then I think like the second year of NYP really transformed
Yeah.
into how can we empower people.
Yeah.
And we really became, I think, like a bridge for a lot of people. I think like that was our main goal, was just like, where can you go to, I don't know, make friends or to network? Like for me, it was like, you have to network, like
Yeah.
to find jobs, to find anything,
Yeah.
to find friends. And like, where can you go? And then we wanted NYP to be that, like, just like that glue that's going to hold it together. And then you come and make it what you want to make it. And I think like that really took off that second year. And I have to give props to like our friends now, like Ashu, Eureka, Sam, and Sukar. Like everybody came and they brought their own ideas and brought their own enthusiasm. And I think like the fact that like we had kind of ran these events, we could kind of help plan it out a little bit. But then the enthusiasm and the ideas all came from the rest of the planning committee.
Yeah.
And every person, like, I think that's what has made our like team so good, is like nobody has to tell someone to do this, do that. Like everybody just does it. Like every person that has been part of the planning committee has been such a good advocate for NYP. That's been such a good advocate for like the community, really just being there for one another and like reaching out and trying to like what you said about being personable, like at events, sometimes it's kind of scary to go to a new event or a new place and connect to people or whatever. But like, you'll see so many NYP people, they'll like go out of their way to like introduce people or like make connections to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I know that person does the same job or lives in the same city, blah, blah, blah. So I think like that has really like become kind of our like flagship kind of thing, it's just like, it's a very friendly, easy to connect to kind of place. And then if you come with ideas, like you came with a karaoke idea, well, like sometimes, we don't have the manpower or the time to do it ourselves, but we can support. And then if you're going to run it, like, let's do it. Like, there's no barriers.
Yeah.
I think like one of the things I liked about it is one WhatsApp group. I think it's very, very personable. Like people can connect, right? Not many organizations have that. You have to email and you have to wait. That's right. Boom, it's right there. And I love the fact that you have multiple groups with multiple different interests.
Yeah.
So because not everybody's just going to sit there. I know I talk a lot in the chat and stuff like that, but that's just
No, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
You've
it's
been
me. I
keeping
just
it
like
up.
to. I just
You
like
always talk a
to.
lot. So
Oh yeah, I
you know
always talk a
that.
lot. I'm always like that. My friends tell me that I'm too annoying sometimes.
No, you
But-
keep it going.
Keep it going. We need
But
that.
but I that's one of the things I also like is you also kind of promote leadership in a way.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really liked about it. It's not like you get the idea and then you guys run it the way you want to run it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? You let the other person, you kind of like let people build or maybe like identify like a particular skill set. Oh, maybe this is something that I can do, right? Because not everybody gets a chance to be in a
Yeah.
leadership role or take that moment to shine, you know? That's something that I guess for NYP, like, when you guys told me, hey, do the karaoke, I was like, I've never done, I don't do events. I never do events. But that was the first time I was like, all right, let me go help him out, for Peak in Fort Worth. I'm like, make this happen. She was very, responsive. That's actually how we got close. And then the karaoke event happened. And, you kind of came in and you started like, even though the event was there, you structured it, taking
Yeah.
names down. I can see all that stuff. And
Yeah.
it was really good. And even like till this day, when I go pick up food from Peak, the servers will ask me, you guys are not going to do another karaoke event again?
You have to do one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
because for them, now times are tough, right?
Yeah.
Not many people go. You can see a lot of restaurants a lot slower. So, and a lot of these, workers, they rely on customers coming in.
Yeah.
And they asked me for that. And, I remember he tried to do a last minute karaoke event the other day. And I was like, dude, it's too last minute. Like we had to like plan 2 months in advance. It also goes to show like how these businesses should also like plan events like way months in advance, right? Like how businesses like they plan for Christmas specials maybe back in first or second quarter, right? Those are how they plan everything, right? And I think it's also a good way for business to understand that, hey, listen, if you're going to do something, just don't do it last minute.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
People make plans a month in advance or 2 months in advance or 3 months in advance. And I think it's a way even for the community to learn like how structure should be.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to touch on what you were talking about, like how people have like really grown, because I think a lot of the people who came to the planning committee, like they didn't really have experience in like running a community or running events. Like me and Anuka, we have a ton of experience because we ran NSA at UTD, right? And I think what me and her really know, even though we might not know everything about running like a fitness event or meditation event, we like know at least like the structure of how you would execute events like that.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
And when Eureka was coming in and she wanted to do like a meditation event, she had the idea, but I think me and Anuka really like helped her with the structure. And I think that's the only thing that me and Anuka we kind of provide is like, okay, how would you actually go about planning this event? Obviously, we want to do the marketing. You have to do the marketing. You have to do a flyer that's attractive, that brings people. There's a structure. There's like a recipe, I think, to
it's
all
like a
of
foundational
yeah,
skills
exactly.
that you need to have.
Exactly. But everything else, I think, is all them. And one of my like most rewarding things about NYP is just seeing people grow into that and having that leadership opportunity and just becoming leaders in the community themselves, right? So like now I feel like Eureka she's so active in the community, and I like just seeing her growth from that first event that she came to where she was just like interested in like, oh, like I'm gonna come here to meet some friends, to now just being such a big advocate for so many different causes and mental health and all that stuff. Like she's really a leader in the community, and I'm just like seeing that growth. I'm just like, wow, like I'm so glad I could be at least a little small part of it.
Yeah, and what you said about how NYP is different is like one of those things is the fact that like we do plan things. And I feel like that also is like attracts people, like people know when something's happening and it's going to happen. It's going to happen at a certain time. People are going to show up. It's going to be fun. Like it's consistent.
Yeah.
And it's mostly on time, So
yeah, I mean, listen, that's the biggest thing, right? It's not a knee jerk reaction. Like when you do certain things, don't make it a knee jerk reaction. And one of the things I also want to point out is I've never seen you guys take credit for it.
Yeah.
Because that's what leaders are, right? Leaders like lead by example, and that's how you gain respect, right? I'm pretty sure you guys kind of know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, we try to make it a thing where we're like not putting our names out there. Like I really want like NYP to be NYP, and the idea of NYP is what people should come for the events, not, oh, this is Abhilash's event, this is Anuka's event. Like I really don't want like our personal image to be too tied to it, because like one day maybe we have to leave and then someone else has to fill in those shoes, right? And I don't want it to be too tied to like our personal image. And really I want it to be a concept, like an idea that hopefully people can spread anywhere. It doesn't have to be just in Dallas now. If you want to start an NYP in Houston, if you want to start an NYP in New York, it should be just like it's just like an idea.
That is so honorable that you're doing that, how your name isn't associated exactly with the brand, because a lot of people, they take a lot of credit in that sense. If something's going very well, they rather make profit out of it or kind of like turn it into a business,
Yeah.
So I think that you're kind of staying away from that spotlight is very honorable of like who you are as a character, in my opinion. So it's very good for you. Very nice.
Also, I feel like what it is like we both, like, I feel like we really connect with the community, right?
Yeah.
And it's like our friends. I feel like I've made so many friends from NYP now that I'm so close to. And it doesn't feel like a business or organization. I feel like this is something we do for fun,
Yeah.
And then like the more we
like
do
a hobby,
it,
basically.
yeah, it's like, oh, what is your hobby? It's like, oh, NYP. But it is, like we pretty much running it is like has become our like project and our like what we do in our
your
free
baby,
time,
basically, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's grown 3 years, man.
In 3 years, you guys have done a lot more.
How much has it grown in 3 years? Like you said, you have subgroups even like in the organization, right? So how many are there now? Do you know?
So I think the chats
Over
are
300.
over 300 something.
Yeah.
300 chats.
No, not the chats. 300 people.
Oh, members.
Yeah,
Okay.
members.
In the
Yeah,
chat,
yeah,
over
yeah.
300, like
Yeah.
350-ish.
Nice. Okay.
And then on Instagram, we were almost, I think, close to 1,000 followers.
You thought you
Yeah.
got to 1,000 followers?
No, close. Not yet.
But-
I mean, but last time I checked was 500.
Yeah, now
I
I,
just
think
checked.
it's
It was like
now it's
800 something.
800
so that's
something.
still really good.
You guys are growing.
Yeah, it's grown like organically, and
that's
I
the
love.
And the thing is, we never follow other accounts first. So it's always like if they follow,
So it's
and then
like-
we'll follow back.
So
Because
they forget to unfollow you or something like that.
so like we want to like grow organically. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to force NYP down anyone's throat. Like
Yeah.
if you want to follow us, follow us.
Yeah.
If you don't, then it's fine.
Yeah.
So it's
That's the same thing that me and Mike have about this podcast too. It's not like we're not trying to like, again, what started off as a, hey, I want to like a hobby.
yeah.
Because, I like talking about politics. I like talking about opinionated stuff. And when we started this, it was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And then eventually, as time went on, and as I started speaking to a lot of people within the community and from different communities, it doesn't always have to be Nepali, from Nepal. I've had someone from like Venezuela, origins, and I have someone from African American
Yeah.
or, Mexican, right? Kind of want to bring communities together over here at least, right? And then it turned into something like, oh no, I want to create this podcast or this channel now will be like a foundation for if someone wants to come and talk about their business or just want to like share their opinions or say something that's happening that no one else is listening to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is what we kind of wanted to turn this. And again, growing organically is 110%. I think that's might take longer. Took you guys 3 years, right? And now you guys are nearly at 1,000 followers just from Instagram itself. It took 3 years, but they're legitimate people.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
They're people that are willing to put their best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
Will come to your events, will listen to you.
Yeah.
Right. And it's better than just like random people.
Yeah.
Online
Yeah.
or just saying whatever they have to say, right?
Exactly.
I remember the first event Ashley came to, the arcade event.
Yeah.
And I met him for the first time, right? And he was like, oh yeah, I wasn't going to come because it was like a Nepali event, but it said Nepali Young Professionals. So if it says like professionals, they must be a little bit different. And I was like, what is he talking about? Like, what does that mean? Like, I didn't understand. And then like, as I like kind of started thinking about it more, I feel like we kind of like had built kind of reputation that like, this is going to be like, kind of like this professional event where you come and have fun, but like the people you meet are going to be like legit. Like they're not like trying to sell you anything. It's not just a whatever event. Like people are genuinely there to make connections like one way or another. And I feel like that's what has kind of brought people to keep coming back, and at least new people as well.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, what kind of stands out about NYP to me is that whenever you think about any Nepali event, do you know how it's so uncoordinated? I don't know. It's just what my experience has been in the past,
you're not wrong.
it's not really timely. And whenever you're going to these events, you just expect like older people, something that you can really get along with.
Yeah.
So especially it's the youth and I guess people who, even in my experience, whenever I was in Austin, I grew up there, right? I didn't have any Nepali friends there that much. It was just me and probably like another girl who's Nepali as well. And coming to Dallas, the population of even just brown people like Nepalis is a lot compared to Austin. And in my school, I'm at NSA right now. So from what I guess you kind of like started that off too. But even the NSA there has been growing really well.
Yeah.
There's I think 120 members even at UTD, which is really good, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
You guys brought it back.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
you. Now that I know, it was all you. But yeah, we've been even growing there. And like I said, going back to NYP is that I'd rather have a population that kind of I can get along with rather than older people. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with
No, it
that.
is.
Someone I can
Yeah.
actually
100%.
talk to and like build connections with, someone more of my age and how we can get along together. So I think that really stands out in my eyes.
I think the Nepali community here, they try to bring Nepali youth to events, and I think they always fail because it's always some agenda there. There's some older person pushing something.
Yeah.
And I always feel like
It's not genuine.
it's not genuine, and it's just so hard for me to like come to those events and feel like part of it.
Yeah.
Because it's always like ran by some uncle or ran by some, and I'm just like, I don't connect. And then you go there and you sit through like a 1 hour basan about some random shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm just like, I didn't.
Why
sign
am
up
I
for this.
here? Yeah.
Yeah, why am I here?
It has to do with something back in Nepal that it has.
Yeah,
nothing to do
yeah,
with
yeah,
us.
exactly. And I feel like one thing with NYPs is like we talk about what we want to talk about. It's so like the dialogue is so diverse.
Yeah.
You know, like you have people who grew up in Nepal and they came here as students, and there's so many experiences they have to share. But then there's also people like me and Anuka who like grew up in the U.S. and we are also we have so many of our own experiences, and we're talking to one another, and we're like exchanging stories, and it's done in a very organic way, and it's done in a very fun way. And I think I've made a ton of friends that are just so diverse and just like their experiences, and I think that's what.
And like with what I think about like all the different organizations we have in the community that's Nepali, I feel like it all serves a purpose, and it's all like it serves a different section of the community, and I think it's all like necessary, like NST has been there kind of supporting the community throughout like all this time we've been there, and they have pros, cons, whatever, but like that's where NYP kind of came in, is like it was not like serving a population that was there. And what I felt like was when we graduated, I know there's a ton of friends, like people like us, who have like either gone to college here or have, like grew up here, gone to college, graduated, has a job. And then people are successful. People are, making money, doing their own thing. They have their experiences. And that experience is like what needs to be shared with the community. Because for me to go to college, it was like really hard. Like I did not know what college was. Like I did not know what credits were. Like I remember looking up like what are credits, literally. But I have a brother. He's younger than me. He's 5 years younger than me. And I remember like after I had gone to college, there was so much information I could pass down to him. And it was like night and day, like how much easier and more successful like he became because of the information that I passed down to him. Like I feel like I wish I had that, And same thing with like the rest of the community. Like I know like even at NSA at UTD, like there was so much, like there were so many people who were coming fresh from Nepal and they needed so much information, so much help. And then even though we didn't have the answers, like we could at least like point them towards someone, And then I feel like sometimes you just need that. You just need one person to kind of just light the way for you just a little bit. And that's what I kept thinking. I'm just like, there's me, there's Abhilash, there's like more of our friends. Like we can all like kind of help each other. Like, the rising tide lifts every boat, And we just didn't have that space. I wasn't going to NSD. You weren't going. We would go to the temple sometimes, but like we weren't really, there was not a community there for us. And so that's also another reason that NYP came about, because like we saw that gap. Like we don't have that. And that's where I think like it's been pulling that, like that it's become a vacuum that like, it's pulling all these people who don't have another area
place to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I always say NYP is like after college, before kids.
That is true.
That's our target demographic.
I feel like this is my opinion, right? Or something that I would give. And NYP is not only for young people.
100%. The Y in NYP is silent.
Yeah, exactly. The Y. I didn't say NP. But I feel like when the protests happened in Nepal, I remember me and Pavan had gone there because we wanted to show like our support, and I figured like it was something good that would come out of it. And when I went there were kids that were like riled up. And I thought that, okay, this is a great time for leadership to really like calm everybody down, to really give them a sense of structure, have a plan to do something, right? And they wanted to sit there, they wanted to voice their opinion, and they like shut it. They're like, oh no, you guys have to go home now. It was just like, you went there, they did this whole speech, and that's done. We got our pictures. Everybody's got to go home. They're like, the kids are like, what the hell? Like, we came here thinking that you would give us some sort of guidance. They were actually, kids like that. Even if they're from Nepal, let's say they're not from like English medium speaking school, like they're still kids, right? They're still young. They still need a little bit of guidance. Like you said, like bridging that gap. right? And they didn't get that. And I remember me and Pawan, like, we actually like, hey, these guys want to talk. You should let them talk. Where is the president? Where is he? Didn't show up. Sent his couple of guys. I forgot the names already. I didn't even care much. They're like, oh, we'll try to get a space inside the mandir and we'll sit down. I remember Shriju was there too, and we wanted to get like a little bit of, at least some information. Like at least tell these kids something. You know, even if it's like, hey, listen, we're planning to do a fundraiser. We're planning to do this. Maybe you guys can, you know, originate like a group or something. Get a group together or anything. You know.
Yeah.
Anything, just sit that, hold back, or we'll create a WhatsApp group. Even that would have been better.
Yeah.
You know, nothing like that happened, right? And they weren't really giving. They were giving that, you know, bangotingo answer like they would always give.
Yeah.
Like politicians would always give. Like not really like to the point. It's like, it's just like this repeated shit that they keep saying again and again. It's like, dude, I don't want to know that, right? And I remember at that point of time, I went to them and said, like, what are you guys doing? Like, you have these young people there. You want to promote young people to be involved in your program, but you're like telling them to shush up and like that's it. Like you're not giving them any type of structure. Like you need to do.
You're not
these
giving
things.
them a platform.
You're not giving them a platform, right? And I remember the guy opened his like, man, these guys are like that. You know, imagine Ashu or you're gonna be like, oh, Abhilash, you know, Anuka, just do whatever. You know, they're not going to do anything. Like you know, that's not something that I want to hear. You are taking money, right, in the millions of dollars. Right? Because you're building these mandirs, you're doing all these things, right?
Yeah.
For what? So that way you could put your name on it, or you'd be like, oh, I did it. I'm going to be like a really popular person in the community. It doesn't fucking matter to me, you know? But when it mattered, they didn't do anything. They didn't even get to speak to me. And I remember, hey, I gave him my contact information. Have him reach out to me. Let's do something. I still haven't heard back from them.
From the mandir?
Yeah, from the mandir. From that point on, I've met them.
Yeah.
When I've like walked by, hey, that's it. Because you know they know, like me and Pawan were like, dude, you guys have to do something, and that didn't happen. And that's when I reached out to you too. Hey, listen, and I remember like at least even if you guys open a WhatsApp group chat, we added them there, and I remember like you know there was one person that you put there who had the organization going on.
Yeah.
At least that happened.
Yeah.
You know, and you are not at the same size as NST. You know. For me, it was like they dropped the ball.
Yeah.
For me, right? And I feel like I'm kind of like the older. I'm not going to say you're like really old, but someone who wants to see people with that much power and resources to do the right thing. And then the day we're supposed to meet, someone had unfortunately, you know, unalived himself, and that was a big, you know, that's a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I know the reason as to why is because it's the politicians back in Nepal. Like they got kicked out. That was the reason, right? What about the kids? What about the things that happened?
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me like this is more very political, like very politically motivated from Nepal. And I really wanted to have a conversation with them. Be like, you guys are bringing Nepalese politics into Dallas, Texas. It doesn't really like what does it have to do with me, right? And I feel like NYP. For you guys and the reason why I'm saying this is because I feel like you have the potential to like really, really bring the community together because ultimately the younger generation that's growing up here, right? You are the one that has bridged that gap because even when others came here, he came here when he was a kid, right? He stayed in Nepal, even Kritu, like, you know, he was in Nepal, he came over here, but they're not going to be like typical kids back in Nepal. They don't have the same thought process. What are we going to do as a community to make sure that, hey, listen, you can be glorified, like you can be a little bit whitewashed, but you can still maintain your culture.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Right? What kind of like structure do you have in place? Like you said, they have a very hard time bringing in the youth. Why? Because there's no correlation. There's nothing that excites them. Like even I don't go there, and I'm 40.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't excite me. I go there, but like, oh my god, this is like really boring. There's nothing that I don't connect with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that typical Nepali like bhasan you'd hear back in Nepal.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like that's what I think of it, right? So do you guys think like NYP could be that big of an organization that can really take it to the next level? Because I feel like there are leaders, there are people who have kind of given up. I remember when spoke to Aisha. She tried to do a lot of
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
and it kind of like it didn't work out for her. And she's still supporting it, but she doesn't really like.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't need to be like this or that, or that like this fails, so you need to succeed in a different way. You know, I don't think we really have a blueprint for what a successful like community program or anything like that is. And I think like NST has done a lot for the community, right? And like the Mandir being there is like a great resource. Like it's always been a great resource, and even we're fortunate to have that too, right? But like there's definitely a lot of things that can be improved there. And it's really hard for, I think, this like right now, like for any of us to go in there and change things, because I feel like there's a lot of things that have always been that way that are going to continue being that
structure
way.
of it is just good.
Yeah, it is what it is, right? And I don't think like we ever think that we're going to be like the next NSC, or like we're going to build towards that. I'm not sure where we're going to go into the future, you know? Like, is it going to be this great thing or whatever this thing might be? I think like the main purpose, or the main thing that we need to strive for, is really bringing the community together, right? And being there for each other when we need it.
Yeah.
Right? And whether it be looking for a job, like I think that's a big one. Like when someone needs a referral, if we have a networking chat, people can come there, ask questions. We have built a little Excel sheet where people can find information about people who might be willing to refer. Or even when someone reaches out to me, I'm always like connecting people to like, oh, I know blah 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 in this organization, blah blah. You just need someone to support you. And I feel like that's what I really want NYP to be, because I love seeing like friendships, like friend circles form. I was at a party the other day, and this friend I hadn't seen in a while, I was like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long, like how do you know blah blah blah? And she was like, oh, I met her at NYP, and oh, sorry, we became friends and we left NYP, like so sorry. And I was like, no, don't be sorry, like that is what NYP is here for. Make your friends, come find the people that you need to meet, that need you need them, and that's it, you know. And I think like over time, those people who have gotten like, you know, benefited, they're going to come back and support NYP in one way or another. Yeah. And so I don't know an answer to that.
The reason why I say that is because you're doing a lot for the community itself. Right? And when I looked at NST, like at that point in time, I felt like, okay, you have to put the community first. Right. Yeah. Building the Mandir and everything. I'm not saying that they're completely bad. I mean, they've done good stuff. It's the people that run it is where I have the problem. Like, you know, I was watching this I didn't know there was another podcast that was like they're talking about it, and these guys are openly talking about NSC, like, oh, they just do it for themselves. You know, they're always like trying to put their name on it. You know, and these are people that have like lived their whole, like, you know, see how NSC from the very beginning. And I listened to those things, right? And they're not really promoting, let's say, good leadership qualities. That's my thing. I'm not saying get rid of NST. I'm saying like, I feel that if a small organization like NYP can build leaders that put the community first, that can manage those resources in a much better way. Imagine if you guys had the same resources, right? Just think about it, right? You would probably do, I don't know, you guys would, in my mind, you can say correct me if I'm wrong, whatever. But I feel like if you guys had to do a holy event, you guys would plan with that resource that you have, you probably plan it like way in advance and make it way better instead of just coming to the Mandir, you know what I mean? And one of the things is I want the community kind of grow, and the reason why I always compare, I look at the Gujarati community. I have Gujarati friends. Their community is like this. Like it could be a Gujarati from like New York to a Gujarati like in Texas. They create their total infrastructure for each other, you know, and to me it's kind of like, okay, just like an example. The day when there was the Mandir event, there was another Nepali association doing another event in a separate place. It was like they were competing. You know what I mean? In a time where people need to come together. Yeah. You understand like how that visually looks? If I tell my Gujarati friends or Sindhi friends or Indian friends back in New York, oh, there's 2 events. I'm like, 2 events? Like, why are you guys doing 2 events on the same day on 2 different organizations? It just means that our community is not like
it's very fragmented.
Yeah,
it's fragmented, and it's been fragmented for a while. I mean, growing up in Dallas, I've seen the Nepali community at its zenith when it was just really just a few, people getting together and being like, yeah, like let's build something, let's get people together, right? And I think like I've seen those years where it was truly a community like you were describing. And then over the years, I feel like personal egos ties back to Nepal. Yeah. Things have fragmented this community. And I think that's one of the issues with such a rapidly fast growing community anywhere, I think, is that you tend to, I don't think like this kind of problem would exist in a Nepali community that's like in a more smaller city where you have less population. I think Dallas has gotten to a point where the Nepali population here is so big where it can foster different ideas and different groups to really do their own thing and kind of like you said, compete with one another. And there's pros to that because then you have diversity of events and thoughts, but there's also cons to it. Yeah. People are not together at some certain times. And I think I don't know if there's a solution to that because I think Nepali people have a sense of tribalism kind of already built into us. Like we're always like super proud to be Nepali amongst other non-Nepali people. But then within Nepali people, we have like our own my group is better than yours. Like there's like this like
our own divisions.
Our own divisions, right? And it's like I don't know, like I don't know if that's just something that we can ever get rid of. Is like people are always kind of like my people over yours. And that's something that at NYP we try to not do at all. Like we don't care what caste you are, what color you are. We don't like even if you're like not Nepali, you're some other group. We're trying to make it as inclusive as possible. Whereas I've seen other Nepali communities be a little bit more like, this is a group just for us, and like we're not going to include other people and stuff like that. So
and that's one of the the reason why I brought that up was that's why I wanted to highlight is because there is nothing like that in NYP. It's very everyone is approachable to everybody else. You know? And that's one of the things that I wanted to highlight for other people that are listening. If they're they're like NSC and stuff like that, I mean that's fine. You do whatever, but the foundational thing as any society or any community to grow, there has to be unity. And I feel like even like the people who do come to NYP, I've seen them in NST and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but they always have a higher favorable rating for NYP because they feel like they can be themselves. Everybody's one. But when the moment you see them in NST, man, it's all like this. I mean, and I'm saying this not because to bash NST. Again, don't probably hate on me, whatever. It's accountability for me. I'm a big accountability type of person. Maybe if they see this podcast or someone in NSC sees this podcast, be like, maybe that's what we should implement. Maybe if they get something back from this, go for it.
Yeah.
But I wanted you guys to also talk about like how your foundation itself, when you're building that organization, is very clear cut. It's very it's open for
and I think over
been
time
like that too.
And I think over time we might scale to a position where we can do more. I think during the Gen Z protests, I wish I could have done more, and I wish I could have enabled NYP to do more. But at that time, it was so chaotic. It was so chaotic, and I remember that opening up. I was actually traveling, so I didn't have I didn't open up my WhatsApp for like 2 days, and I opened up my WhatsApp and there was like 2,000 messages or something. So I wish I could have done more, but I also am kind of proud that we gave an outlet for people to talk. Because the WhatsApp group was really people very passionate about this, the protest, and people who didn't know each other, they found each other in the WhatsApp group, and then they met each other at the Mandir, and then they came, and then they formed a group, and then they started doing, like even though it wasn't like an NYP thing, it was at least something came out of it, right?
Exactly.
So I think now looking back, I was like, that I'm proud that like we facilitated. I'm proud that there was so many discussions, and at least something happened. And like it's hard for us as Nepalis to do a lot for Nepal, but every little thing matters. Every share on your story matters, right? So was there something that we could have done more? Yeah, maybe, but like also like I feel like NYP it should be just a platform for people to meet people and do what they want to do, right?
I mean, hey, listen, I'll tell you, you guys did more than NSC did. I'm still waiting for that call back, by the way. But that was one of the things that I felt like, hey, you know, you guys are really bridging the gap. You guys created a dialogue. People were talking. Even I was talking, and I don't even know much about it. Mike wasn't even a part of NYP, right? And he joined the WhatsApp and he started sharing information. And even Pawan was not aware of NYP. And these guys are like professionals. These guys are engineers. Yeah. You know, you're getting more professional people into this. And I feel like that is something that we need to do more, because I feel like there are people, you know, who don't really like teach the younger generation what's the best way to go about it in the US. Yeah. Right? Like professionalism, how you carry yourself. When you go to a job, what type of thought process you need to have. Yeah. You know, hard work, right? All those things, they matter at the end of the day, because one day you'll be 40 and you can't go back and be like, oh, I want to go back and get a good job. Yeah. It's already done. You know, that time that you had to really build a career, to build those skill sets, like people can win $1 million and be really, really rich, but that doesn't mean that $1 million will teach you how to give you critical thinking skills, you know, communicative skills, problem solving skills, how it is to build structure, foundation. You know, you get that through work. You get that through networking with people. You get that through mentorship. Yeah. Right. I feel like that is lacking here, because a lot of the kids that I talked to when I used the IT stuff, when they come from New York or different states, I felt like they were more structured.
In what way?
Structured in like, I have to work hard. I have to make sure my resume is good.
They're like disciplined.
I have to make sure I communicate properly. I'm networking better. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because those are things that we had to learn when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you like just look at like the Indian community and the Chinese community, they're like, I grew up, like I went to a charter school where it was primarily Asian people, like Indians, Chinese, and just like like their evening activities that they had set up for themselves, it was all built for like kind of success, right? And I don't think any parent just kind of knows that, you know, just out of the blue. I think there was actually a community that fosters that kind of culture. Yeah. And I think the Indian community has that, and I think the Nepali community is starting to really grow into it. But whenever I was growing up, I don't think we really had anything like that. Yeah. Like we just started doing like Nepali schools and stuff like that, but there wasn't like a foundation of like, this is what are the drivers for success of how to get your kids into that great school, or how to get them to that really nice job. You know, like a lot of us, we were just figuring it out. And I can't say anything like our parents could have done a better job, because I think our parents did the best that they had.
They did a great job what they had, or like even being here. You
exactly.
know?
And that's where I think one of our mission at NYP can be, is like to really create a community that's unified and for the betterment of the Nepalese Americans in Dallas. If we can even get somewhere close to something that the Indian community has, I think that would be great. Yeah, I would love to see Nepalese people be the next politician, the next, you know,
absolutely
big entrepreneur. Like if NYP can be like an incubator for that, that's amazing.
A good entrepreneur.
That'd be truly amazing.
I have a quick question. So where do you see NYP going the next 3 years? You know, so what are your plans? Do you want to expand to different cities? You know, or different states? Like, what do you guys want to do?
We've been asked that so many times.
And I don't know. I mean, if someone wants to start an NYP branch,
what would you guys, like you personally, you know?
So I think the special sauce of NYP is the in-person events. And I've always pushed for in-person events. I think people have always asked us like, oh, are you guys gonna do like a virtual event sometimes and stuff like that? And I think maybe we did like one virtual event.
Yeah, we've done some, but yeah, the main thing is like in person, and also
it's in person. I would say NYP really like the WhatsApp group is great. Yeah. But I really want that WhatsApp group to be a way for you to meet people in person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right? And like we have a fitness chat, like, you know, go and be like, yeah, let's go run together, or let's go play. You know, the whole reason to create those chats was actually to foster more in-person events. Yeah. So for me, it's always been in person. So it's always going to be like, what can I do to bring people together? And I think that's why, like me and Anuka, like we're going to be in Dallas. I don't know if you're going to move out, but like we're going to be in Dallas. So I think we're going to be us two are gonna be in Dallas, and we're gonna be, promoting the whole Dallas. If someone wants to start a Houston chapter or a New York chapter, Austin chapter, they have the formula. They can always reach out to us, but the formula is there, and it's really up. It has to be from the ground up, like the grassroots. Like whoever is in that city needs to be passionate about it, and that's really how you grow it.
Yeah, it's true, because I feel like what you say, like what's the secret sauce? Like, I feel like it was us, honestly, because he has such a good group of like friends. I have such a good group of friends, and that was kind of like that was NYP. The people are NYP, and it was us like really like pulling these friends together, and these friends, they like saw our vision and saw like what we're trying to do, and supporting us, and then bringing more people, because that's how it kind of grew. Is like usually when you come to an NYP event, you'll see like half the people will recognize and half the people you won't.
Okay.
And that's always been such a good indication of that, like we're growing, because like if half the people, they came last time and now they're coming again and they're bringing more friends, we're growing, right? And next 3 years, who knows what's gonna bring about, right? But the main thing is like, I want more stories to come out where like, oh, where did you meet? NYP. How'd you find the job? NYP. I want that to be like that to be like what's gonna come out of NYP is like you have gotten to where you are because somehow like you met someone or you did something through NYP.
Okay.
So I think that's what that is. And going back to kind of what we're talking about, like growing and mentorships and all of that, I feel like we're kind of like the Dallas Nepali, not just Dallas Nepali. I think like the Nepali population, the diaspora that's in America is like kind of in its like maybe teenage years. We came, we worked hard. Our parents like didn't have any foundation. They really, really worked hard. They set their kids up for success.
Yeah.
That's this generation that's thriving right now. And that's where I kind of saw NYP, like the missing thing is like, here's all the successful people who went through college. They're the ones that are going to bring about change for the next generation. And then their kids are going to bring about the change for the next generation. Because like it's hard to compare to Chinese or Indian population because they came like way, way earlier. They've had decades and decades of establishment. And we're just getting there. And I think like the Dallas community is amazing. Like our Dallas Nepali community is amazing. The fact that like have you seen how many Nepali restaurants we have? We have like 60 or 70.
You have like a whole like list.
Yeah, I made a list one night. I was like, oh, like this insane amount.
Irving itself has like so many.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's just like growing and growing. And the next thing that people, I think what's going to happen is like, first you're just trying to survive. I think that's where a lot of this like, kind of looking out for yourself kind of mentality comes from. Yeah. And then
I think that was our parents' generation.
Yeah.
They were here to survive. I don't like it's hard for them to really thrive here whenever like I think a lot of Nepali people came here at like a diversity visa. Like I think one big difference between Nepali community versus like an Indian or a more Chinese community is that they came here. I think the Indian Chinese community came here more through like H-1Bs. Like, they were educated people that had some sort of knowledge or skill, and they came here, and then they already kind of had like a foundation to kind of
that process.
Yeah, exactly. And then they came here, and they had like a nice paying job, stuff like that. So that foundation kind of already helped them to like push their community forward, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the Nepali people came here, like, I mean, so many people came here, and then the first job they do is like a gas station, or they work at a warehouse or something like that. And as you're making minimum wage, and then you also don't really know much about the culture here. Exactly. So like, it's hard for you to really build a like successful, rich community. And I think I give my like all our parents, every like first generation, so much credit for whatever they did. That at least they did that much with what they had, right? Yeah. Like the fact that they're building a mandir, I think like I give them so much credit for like for a bunch of uncles who just came here and just and
aunties too.
Uncles and aunties. My bad. I tend to say uncles because it's like but uncles and aunties. A bunch of uncles and aunties who came here and just worked more like your basic jobs. Got together and said, we're gonna buy a plot of land in Euless and build a whole mandir. Is like,
and they did it. They did it. I remember
honorable.
they started when I was like in 7th grade, and they were talking about it, and then it got built like 10, 15 years later.
It took a long time. Yeah, it took a lot of money. but it
Yeah.
got built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, see, that's one of the good things, right? The foundation, the idea was amazing.
Yeah.
right? But it's like this, right? You're always going to get international students coming in, right? And when you're bringing, people from Nepal, or students are coming from Nepal or any other country, right? One of the things is, helping them assimilate to how it is in the U.S., right? Because how people think in Nepal, when they try to do the same thing here, it doesn't work, right? It's it doesn't work in this particular society, but it's also paying them back. It's a disservice to them individually because no one's out there telling them, don't do this. Like you need to be aware of X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
And if that, I think, and I'm trying to point out a core issue that we have is if we don't fix that behavior when they come here, then what happens is the same circle keeps happening again and again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I've heard this before from other people too, that, again, it comes back to kind of survival, bringing Nepali rupees here and converting to dollars, trying to survive as a student, like it's really hard. And plus, like, hard to get a scholarship, hard to get a job, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I wish, I know the Temple and NSC, they're trying to create some scholarships that can, give to colleges so that you can get, in-state tuition, things like that.
Yeah.
If that's something that, I want, the community to create a program and execute it, right? And I think something like that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because I think number one is how can we take away the burden of just surviving?
Exactly.
Because that's number one. And then number two is just how can we set them up so that you can find a good job, you can support your family, you can take care of yourself so you don't have to worry about just day to day.
Exactly.
And I think if the community can come up with a plan of this is how we're going to provide, I don't know, XYZ for students or whatever else, I think that's how it's going to build. And I know the Temple and NSC, they did the food drive that one time that was really amazing, and continue to do things like that in a way to connect with the community, also get more involvement from other organizations like us, not just Nepali organizations but other community organizations as well. I think that's the way to integrate, right?
Exactly.
And what you said about assimilating, I feel that's so hard. How
it is hard.
How can I just conceptually thinking too is I remember even at UTD, we had a big divide between students who were undergraduates and grad school students.
And there still is, by the way.
Oh man, and it's hard because grad students they're trying to again survive. Undergrad students, I feel we're having more fun, but
Exactly.
But it's really hard. I remember whenever I was taking grad classes, I would go to Nepali. Anytime someone spoke Nepali, oh Dai, come to NSA, come to this, blah blah blah, and they just wouldn't have the time, or it just wouldn't fit their schedule. So I don't know how to do that, the assimilation part that you're talking about.
That's I guess when I say assimilation is more so when they come here, let's say the NST has that Mandir or that place, hey, listen, when you guys come here, these are the resources, these are the things you can do, classes that you do, you have you guys did one with Sazandai. He was there recently, right?
With
Yeah.
Satish,
And then and he saw one of the links and he reached out to me, so he wants to come on the podcast too.
Oh,
Nice,
that's nice.
yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is really good because he wants to share whatever he got a chance to share with your organization, right? The event that you guys did.
Yeah.
You spoke, I think Nirman spoke. And I tell everybody, you need to go to these things to learn.
Yeah.
You have to learn these things because not everybody has the privilege to work for companies to really teach them that, or a good mentor, because you could get your dream job, but it could quickly turn into your nightmarish job if your boss is the wrong person, right? How do you cope with different personalities, right? So those are the type of things that I feel we can do. I'm not saying it'll change the whole entire world, but at least make them aware, because I think awareness is the number one thing. If someone's aware of, hey, if I do this, this can happen, that. And I think it also connects to certain people also taking advantage of certain international students when they come here. You know what I mean? Exploitation happens in a certain way. And it also helps prevent them to learn that too.
Yeah.
Because if they go through something like that, right? Human nature. If someone did bad to me, no one helped me, I'm going to do the same thing. No one's righteous, right? So that's the type of core behavior I think we can really address and that takes everybody in the community to
Yeah.
come together.
It's true. I think like the whole networking is like, you know, people say the word networking, and even being in college, I didn't know what networking meant. But it's like, it really is just like meeting new people and understanding different viewpoints.
Yeah.
So that way that you're not surrounding yourself with the same circle all the time. Like that diversity of thought is like really, really needed in no matter where you are in life.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine
I
this,
agree.
right? Let me just envision something for you, right? Imagine your group's there. You're like, you guys are connecting, bridging that gap. Imagine you have an international group chat, like kids like in Nepal who are going to be students who are going to come here, and they need someone to talk to. I know, like the pitch app. I forgot his name, Anish, right? He created the pitch app, and he wanted to like really give that resources
Yeah.
on the app. Ashish, sorry, no, yeah, sorry. But I really like the app because he's giving this access to people with resources if they want to know, okay, what I need to do when it comes to school or immigration stuff, so and so. But there's something about a human connection that can never be replaced,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Imagine like that's where he grows to, like when people are coming here and you have, let's say, I don't know, Ashu, he's an international student, right? He came here to that process and he's like, hey guys, you know, anybody in this group here coming in, make sure you have X, Y, and Z done. These are the things you need to do. Be aware of this and this. Don't fall for this. Those are the type of resources that people can have, that human connection. And, you know, and you can grow from there. You never know. I know I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to put pressure. Again, I'm not trying to put pressure on them guys to grow it like that. But I feel like that is something, you know, because of the foundation that you have with NYP, how it's so inclusive.
Yeah.
You know, I think it could do a lot more. And no pressure, you know, could be 5-6 years from now. Who knows?
I mean,
10 years from now.
I think like right now, if anyone wants to do that, right, or like start something like an international help group, they're like, they can reach out to me and Anuka, and we can start something up.
Yeah.
It's super easy for us to just, you know, facilitate something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the general chats I've been seeing is like a lot of people asking for questions about like, you know, legal issues and like what can I do for this and stuff like that. And I think a lot of knowledge sharing has already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, randomly, you know. So I think having that chat group has been really helpful in getting people really like who didn't really know each other at all connected and sharing knowledge. I think if we can get more people together in a more like an in-person social circle, that's when you really build that like that networking that Anuka was talking about of like true friendships or true networking. Like that next person you can go get a coffee chat with, and maybe he can be like your, you know, can get land your job.
You have to start as friends first, right?
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how you build relationships.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, I mean, do you have any questions or?
No, I have one for later. Don't worry. You can go ahead and go.
Oh, no, I don't want to keep talking about NYP. I also want to talk about, you know, them personally too. You know, that because you guys have filled a bunch of stuff out. I don't want to do that, but I want to say, very proud of you guys for creating such a, you know, like a foundation at this point in time for a lot of people within the community, even for people like me. You know, there's a lot of people my age that didn't grow up in Nepal, right? That kind of seem like, okay, where do I actually fit in? You know, because when I go to these events and one of the most awkward thing, what, you know, like when someone older comes and asks me is like, where's your house in Nepal? I'm like, it's like,
I don't know.
I've memorized.
for hardcore Nigeria?
Mine's like I've like memorized. Mine's like Purana Baneswar, and then that's all I say. And then they ask me about some specific thing, and I'm like, I have no clue.
Yeah, like you know, I don't even try at this point in time. I'm just like, dude, I'm African, dude. I'm like African American. Yeah, born in Nigeria. Me and my brother, older brother. So I just tell them I'm African American.
You're the first Nepalese African I've met.
Oh, actually, my brother would be the first. He got an African name. I didn't get an African
What
name.
is
His
that?
name?
I think it's Okochike.
What do you mean you think it is?
Sorry, I can't pronounce it. It's like Okechiku or Okechike. It's one of them.
What do you call
Your
him?
own brother's name? You don't know? Like,
No, his name is Suraj. Like,
Oh, okay.
but like his
I
my
was like, well, I don't know his own name.
okay. Let me put it
Yeah.
So basically, he got a Nigerian name from a Nigerian friend.
Oh,
Ah,
So
okay,
when he was
okay.
born, but
Okay.
obviously that's not his real name.
Okay, I was
He
like,
just
how
has an
do you know
African
your own
name.
brother's name?
No, I know his
Come on,
real
I
name,
grew up with
Suraj
him.
Pradhan, like, you know. And he's 10 years older than me, but we still like talk like we're like best friends, and I make
Yeah.
fun of him and I tell him like he's
Aw.
getting older, he needs a walking stick now. But he was telling me, hey, you know, what I was talking to him the other day, like a couple of months ago, he's like, did you know I have a Nigerian name? I was like, what? I found this out when I turned 40.
Yeah.
You have a Nigerian name? It's been 40 freaking years that you haven't told me.
That's crazy.
He's like, I was like, what is he? He's like, Okachike or Okachikos, one of those.
Did you like apply for college applications saying you're from Africa?
Yeah.
Did you get scholarships?
So cool.
Wow, what a waste.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it goes back to the whole of knowing, right? Like you don't know these things. Maybe I could have. Maybe I could have taken advantage of it. That was back in. I came here in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in August, and a month later, 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
So that was an experience.
That's crazy.
Imagine, like 1 month later, like you're like this foreign kid, and I was in upstate New York, so I was the only foreign kid.
Oh
Wow.
So even like the Asian kids were adopted. I thought like, oh, you're from what part of Indonesia? They're like, sorry, dude, I was adopted. I was like, damn. So I'm literally the only Asian kid, and they nicknamed me Fez.
Fez.
What does that mean?
You never watched the 70s show?
No.
Oh my god, you guys are that young. The 70s show.
I've heard of it.
Was it
Foreign
I've heard
exchange
of it, I
student.
haven't watched it.
Oh.
That's why his name is something else in that show. If you ever will watch a show,
Yeah.
he says his name,
Yeah.
but it is this big sound in the back, right? And the audience can't hear it. And then the main characters are like, you know what? We'll just call you Fez. And what's Fez? Like foreign exchange student.
Oh.
Oh, that
So-
makes more sense now.
So I was Fez in
Concept.
Brewster
Now we
High.
got some pop culture reference.
You just made me feel old. That's what it is. 70s show, but
Okay, yeah. So, since I've never been to an event before of NYP, so let's say for anyone, right, who hasn't been to any of your events before, like, what would you say? What should I expect? Or, like, how can I even come to an event? How can I find out about these events? How do I join the WhatsApp, etc.?
Yes.
So, what are the steps to go about that?
We have our Instagram. That's
Yeah.
where we're most active, NYP Network.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a link there where you can see how to join the WhatsApp group and
Yeah.
also to see what our events are happening.
Okay.
Our next event is coming up.
Yeah, it is.
What is it?
It's December 19th. We're
Uh-huh.
gonna do our end of year happy hour.
Mhm.
It's kind of been like
okay.
our it's been kind of an yearly tradition
Mhm.
where we come together and we
Yeah.
do like a big party.
Yeah.
There's gonna be really good food and drinks. It's at Spot, so
Yes.
it's a really nice
Okay.
place.
Where is Spot? Like,
Spot
which
is in
area?
Irving.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
not
it's
far.
a Nepali. It's a
Okay.
Nepali
That
restaurant.
line something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal restaurant. I love that
Nice,
place.
Okay.
Really
They
nice
decorated
decor.
so cute.
Wait,
Yeah.
for Christmas?
Yeah, for
Nice.
Christmas.
Okay, okay.
Really nice. We did
Yeah.
it last year, so back at it this
Yeah.
year,
Mhm.
December 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have some trivia, some fun games,
Some-
raffles.
Some dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah, it'll be
Drinks,
nice.
I'm guessing.
Okay,
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
exactly.
There's always
Yeah.
gonna be drinks.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's the next event. But
Okay.
we're planning more events for
Okay.
2026.
And then how often are these events?
I would say nowadays it's like once every 2 months,
Okay.
probably.
We some months have 3 events, and
That's
then we
true,
might
that's
have
true.
Depending on the month
like-
and how busy
Yeah.
it is, I'm guessing.
during Dasai Tihar. Usually that's our dry season.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
everyone's
really?
super.
I would expect more during that time.
Everyone's
Everybody's
super busy.
They have their
with
own
their
plans,
family.
they'll say,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, so we have now, there's so many things that have become kind of like flagships for us.
Mhm.
Like book club. Book club
Yeah.
been like a consistent thing.
Yeah.
That happens now every other month.
Nice.
We started our run
So
club.
there's subgroups,
Yeah.
basically.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because you'll see people who come to some events, they won't come to all events.
Yeah.
So it has kind of created little pockets, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, book club we have done. Now we started our run club, which is
Which every other week.
are we
Oh,
really
wow.
even
Is
through
that
winter?
often?
I mean I think so. I think someone was gonna plan the next one.
Ooh, okay. Well, now we have our run club. I know that was a big request
pretty
from the
good.
community. So
Yeah.
I nearly died the first time. I was like, never did long.
Our second one, it was freezing weather.
Yeah.
It was sub 30, and people still showed up.
wow.
And we,
Nice.
yeah, and we ran 3 miles in Lake Carolyn. Shout out to all the people who showed up to that event because we pushed through, and I was dying at the end of it. But
Yeah.
The thing about me is I like to play football, indoor football,
yeah,
and I feel like I could run 2 miles. Oh, this is easy. It's just a long run, but oh my god, that was the first time I ever did it. It's a whole different beast. You guys also have I know you guys tagged me the holiday the NYP holiday donation bingo.
Yes. So
Oh.
we just launched that one.
Uh-huh.
So we did a holiday giving back bingo last year, and
We raised
like
we raised $400 like in 24 hours.
24 hours.
That's great.
Yeah. And this year we're supporting I forget the name.
Himalayan Health Clinic.
Yes.
It's actually the free health clinic in the Mandir.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
So they support the Nepali community. If you have usually the people that I see that go there are like grandparents.
Mhm.
You know, there's always some issues with like insurance or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So like they can always go there and they'll get like free healthcare.
Yeah, they'll
which
do
is
like
great.
and they have now it's amazing. They have so many connections with the community of like doing free tests and stuff like blood tests and whatnots and it's all I don't know how they run it. It's been pretty successful. So we're raising money for that. So we just launched it today. Basically, if you go on our Instagram, you'll see it's gonna be bingo. Anytime someone like donates, we're gonna shout them out and then
nice.
keep it going.
How
So
long is it till?
it's until we fill the board.
Fill the board.
Nice. Okay.
So you know what you have to do, right, Arya? Tell all your friends and then
Yes, I will.
Yes,
I will.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we have that coming out. And I feel like, so another thing is next year, so every 6 months, we try to get new people involved in the planning committee. So if anybody's interested in help plan events or like they have ideas they want to make come alive, like come reach out to us.
Camera, tell them.
Yes, please come join us, reach out to us because like we really want different ideas to come out because like I wouldn't have planned a book club and a run club and meditation and all of these things, you know, without the help and support from our planning committee. So if these are things that kind of excite you or like you have your own ideas, like come out and join us.
100%. And we need some new people because I feel like there's a couple of people who are leaving, so we need some new people.
And January's coming up, so new year to
I know
start.
when we graduate, I'll join too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, you guys are doing a great job. Yeah, definitely. Like, I see it growing bigger and bigger, and definitely support
Thank
you guys.
you,
Yeah, I've been always mentioning you guys.
You've been our number
I've been seeing
one,
it.
day one.
Every time like you put it on our WhatsApp group, I don't know who's I think it's like Ashu. He's like, oh, NYP mentioned. And I was like, then I have to click on it.
Yes.
Then I watch the video.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
I've been
one view, yes.
I've been like listening to it on my drives. It takes me
nice.
like a couple of drives in to finish the whole thing, but I'll put that on.
We're learning as you know, and just like how you guys are growing. This is I never thought like we got like 472 subscribers. I mean, I thought we'd be at like 50 or 100. Like to be very honest, or like this is something like I remember the first day we just like, hey, let's just do it. Okay, fine, we'll just do it.
Yeah.
We went to like this studio where they were supposed to be. It was empty. I think they went out of business. Remember? And like we kept driving around and we found
They ran out of
this
business.
studio and then another one and we did the first one there. We didn't like it and once we came here,
Yeah.
we're like, all right, this is our home studio. That's it.
It's really
Nice.
nice.
That's it. You know,
It's been
that's how it is.
good like you've had a lot of different types of people and conversations.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
mean,
really good.
that's what I kind of like doing. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I know everything. You know, again, I
You know a
don't
lot, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, there are definitely people who know way more than me. I guess I'm just more curious.
Yeah.
You know, and I have opinions, but I'm not that type of person to force my opinions on other people. And most of the time, do I?
We look at each other, me and her.
She's
were
like,
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
okay, I try not to. Only if it's my family. Especially if it's Samrid, then I force my opinion on him.
But wait, go ahead, finish your thing.
I guess like one of the things what we want to do is like create this podcast or this channel or this, I guess at this point in time, entertainment. I don't know, whatever we want to call it at this point in time.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that, I don't know, let's say NYP wants to have its own episode.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You guys can
So
do that.
we
as
are
well.
focusing more now. What we thought it's not happening. It's something different is happening. We are being like, people want to do their own shows in our channel, right? So it's like we are being like a broadcast
Production
channel
company.
that has different like series in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You get it?
Interesting. Uh-huh.
Just like in Hot Ones, there's
Yeah.
different series. Like
Yeah.
if you go, there's the Hot Ones, the main one, right? And there's like versus series, those kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So
exactly.
maybe someone wants to do some kind of series with us once a month or twice a month. So that, but it's down the line. We have planned it. We're slowly getting there.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Like again, like huge, thing about grassroots movement. You know, for me.
Mhm.
I want the viewers to be actually. I want them to view. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's like 500, 600, or 1,000. You know, we don't become like 10,000, 20,000 right away. I'm not looking for that instant growth.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to grow? Obviously, we got to make money, right? Money, this is not unlimited. But I really do want to create like, when the all girls episode happened, that was just a thought.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning it was like, oh, it's going to be me. I'm going to be the next Joe Rogan. But then as you do this, it's like the vision kind of like expands. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not about me at this point in time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the all girls happened, Prapti, when she did it, because she came as a guest first, just like, Arya came in as a guest. And, she's like, oh, I want to be involved in the next one, little by little. And she came and she was very well prepped, asking questions, had the back and forth. People think we hate each other. Like, that's what it is. But
they argue so much. I genuinely thought they hated each other.
But that's like a good banter. That's a good banter to have.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good
in, like, a
banter.
show.
You never
You
know
need
what's
to
gonna
have
happen
that.
next.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
a
You gotta make people think, right? You gotta
saucy
create that
drama.
sauce.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. You gotta get the tea, what's actually happening. But she started the all girls episode, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
gives me a completely different perspective of how girls think. And sometimes I sit in the back and listen. I know I didn't talk like when they had it, and it was like totally different personalities that come together. I think the last one with Arya Dishi and Prapti Prapti, came from Nepal, so she's kind of like had that international student life. Like, oh, I lived in Nepal until I was 18, came over here, completely different mindset, the way she thinks. Assimilated and all that stuff, and then you have Adishi. You came at 5 too, right?
Yeah.
And Adishi is still going through whatever like young Nepali girls go through, like that
Yeah.
culture thing. And then you have Arya, who's like, oh my god, that really happens. That really happens, like So it's like three distinctive
perspectives.
like
Yeah.
perspectives, and
Yeah.
you're talking about a particular issue, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see more of.
Yeah.
Not just me yapping on camera
And
all
I
the
think
time.
that's what even stood out to me too, because what my first podcast was my nonprofit that I
Yeah.
talked to you about, right?
Mhm.
And then that even sparked my interest because I finally got an outlet to talk about what I really enjoy doing, and I found it put out into the community. And then I really enjoyed your podcast because it's not only me that gets that voice, it's like other people in the community as well, but smaller people
Yeah.
who don't have a voice. We get voices. And then we did the girls only, and now I'm here, and I'm so happy to be here, like genuinely, because I love hearing about your story as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like the more that I even learn, here is more that I learn, and more I can become a better individual just by knowing more information.
Yeah.
So it's very cool.
You
to hear.
know, NYP and the NNN team, the mission statement is very, very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
can
guys-
see the similarity.
You guys are it's extremely similar actually. The only difference I would say is where we try to scale and try to bring a lot of people to events. You guys go deep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go deep into, and I love that combination. Especially whenever I started seeing a lot of people that I would see in our happy hours, and I would get to talk to them for like maybe like 1 or 2 minutes, because like I'm trying to like talk to everyone, make sure like I say hello to everyone, but then I see their episode where they're talking for like an hour or two, and then I truly see what they are passionate
Like their
about,
story, basically.
their story, and I'm like, this is something that I probably would have never been able to do at a NYP happy hour. But I'm so glad that Sushant created this podcast, so now I can see it, and it's like a dual mission,
Yeah.
where I can, through NYP, I can meet a ton of people, but then through your podcast, I can really learn about them and their true story.
And that's one of the things that everybody has stories, right? They're just hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one gets a chance to tell their stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only a few select people that they feel comfortable to tell them.
Mhm.
And even though like it's on camera, it's just one-on-one, but everybody else gets to like hear it.
Yeah.
I think Kushmita's episode was
That was very good.
that was an eye opener. Not only, what she went through as a person, but like the system that she had to like go against.
Yeah.
And she still wants to come back. She says, there's so much more I have to say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
that's
know.
what I kind of want people like within our community is everyday people tell their stories, and and one of the things is it's always relatable.
Mm-hmm.
No one can relate to like a celebrity, like because he had connections or whatever. Like we could have just gone that route, and
Yeah.
but I didn't ever want to be beholden to, hey, it's because of me your channel got popular. And like, no, we'll take our time. We'll take our time. We'll grow. We'll let everybody in the community know what they're doing. And one of the things we want to do, and this is where I probably would need your help, because through NYP, I got to know what Aishwarya is doing with her like Substack, and in the all girls, I reached out to her, but hey, listen, I want to give a shout out, at least from that episode first, like women empowerment, and give a story what individuals are doing within the community. So we gave her a shout out to her first Substack. People can go read. Give her more maybe people.
She writes so well.
She does.
She it's amazing.
She does. Yeah. She does. She does write really well. You should take a look at it too.
Okay.
Some of it is like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate reading, but I read that.
So that you enjoy.
Yeah, no, I'm more of an audio. No, you've never seen me at a book club. Audiobooks, baby, or podcasts.
Are you sure
audiobooks
just movies? I feel like you were like solely just a movie kind of person.
I'm more of an anime guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was reading a manga and I brought a manga to the book club. So
Oh, really?
Death Note.
He doesn't read manga.
Death Note.
though.
Oh, Death Note.
He
is
doesn't
like
read
classic.
He
manga.
doesn't read mangas either.
I don't read mangas, and he always he reads them and he tries to ruin it for me before the episode comes out. He's like, "You want to know the ending?"
See?
I
Yeah.
hate
Should've read
manga
it.
readers because I love
Exactly.
I love watching anime and they're always like 10 chapters ahead or
10
whatever.
chapters,
You know what?
20, 30 chapters.
30
away.
chapters ahead,
Yeah.
and then like I was watching Attack on Titan. I'm a big Attack on Titan fan,
Amazing.
and these manga readers ruined the ending for me.
Oh
I
man.
was like,
You know what?
they told
Why did you click it? Oh, did someone just tell you?
They were talking about it because manga readers love to talk with one another, and they talk about it could have been written this
Wait,
way,
guys,
that way.
Was it
I am
you?
confused. What is manga? I've never like. heard
Oh,
of it.
manga?
Yeah.
You don't know what
what-
manga is?
No,
Manga
I don't
is
have no
like
idea.
think about like you ever seen like a picture book?
Like a comic book.
Comic
yes,
book, like a
yes,
comic
okay.
book.
Yeah.
But it's like that, but like Japanese.
It's Japanese.
How do you
or
read it
Korean.
then? It's in Japanese.
It's not in
Japanese
Japanese.
comic
Oh,
book.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you have to take 10 years of
Japanese.
Korean
Okay,
and,
okay,
Japanese.
I feel like
And
Chinese
then
is gonna
only you
watch
can
it.
read it.
He's
Okay,
gonna be
okay.
like cringing.
That's
like,
like
it's
cringy.
like,
Okay.
No, there are translated versions.
But that's a segue,
Okay.
right? I need to know you guys on a personal level. So I didn't even know you were anime.
Well,
How did that start?
I always read. I read a lot, and then I read manga,
Mm-hmm.
and then my fiance, he's half Japanese, and he's gotten me
Really?
way more. You
Wow.
met Terry, right?
No, I haven't met
You
him
haven't
yet.
met him yet?
I've seen
Okay.
pictures. You know what? He reminds me of Will Smith from Bel Air.
Oh
And I even commented. He's like, because of his afro.
He
dude.
does.
I think he's gonna
like-
be very
he
happy
is- he
to hear
does.
that.
If you
or
maybe
maybe
you guys
not.
should.
I don't know.
No, he does.
Yo, he needs to if for your wedding or just like a video, he needs to do the Prince of Bel Air.
Oh my god!
Prince of Bel-Air, like
I feel like he
OG
still
Will
has
Smith
like.
hairstyle?
ugh, I think that's what he was going for. I wonder if his thing is still back.
I've seen an old picture of him where he has like that afro.
Huge
like that.
Yeah.
I even commented like, dude's
Yeah.
like Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Wow.
That's what he is. That's what.
Embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing. It's good. It's a popular show.
Okay.
Like I grew up watching that. It was.
No, it was a good show.
Yeah, it's an amazing show.
So, anyways, he got me super into anime now. So we watch a ton
Good man.
of anime. Yeah.
Good man.
Nice.
My brother got me into anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got me
What's
into
your
anime.
favorite?
My favorite. Well, I grew up watching Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball,
Ooh.
nice.
So Goku,
Let me see your tattoo. I was not.
Goku when he's Super Saiyan.
Cool. Okay.
My first tattoo and only tattoo. So I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z.
Mhm.
Had to back in the day. You had to wait like months for the new episode to come out.
Yeah.
And it was hard. I know Toonami was to be the show when I used to come back from high school. Used to watch that all the time, and I would even the reruns. I would just keep watching it. That's how I grew up, and I liked the characters as well.
Yeah.
And as I got older, I liked Death Note. It
Mm-hmm.
was a good anime.
Death
I didn't like the
Note's a
second
really good-
half of it. The first half was really good.
I know. Most people always say
Yeah.
that. That's so good.
I like the second half. I
The
really
second half, I felt like it got really rushed. Like it's, you know
I
what
agree.
mean? That's
I
what
agree.
it is. But Attack on Titan.
I hated it.
What?
Controversial opinion.
Oh my god!
Wait,
I could
wait,
not.
the last season?
I couldn't make it even to the last season.
Oh,
I just got
What?
so upset. I just got upset.
What are you
I just
talking
Couldn't
about?
do it.
Like what?
I was
what
watching
season?
it, right? I was watching it, season 1, season 2.
So why are you amazed? Like most of the people say this. Like
Attack on
it's not
Titan is as
bad.
popular as Game of Thrones, dude.
No, it's not bad, but
Wait,
it's
I
like
had never heard of
overhyped.
it.
You never heard of it?
No.
Okay, you have to watch it.
I
First couple
haven't.
episodes is gonna blow you away.
No, don't watch it. I don't
Oh,
think she's
no,
not like.
what?
She's not gonna like it.
People always say you have to read it. I'm like, nah, I
I've
don't have
never
to read
been
it.
like
It's
an
so
anime
good.
person,
It's
so I
so
don't know.
good.
The
no,
anime
I
is
heard
good.
it. You do have to read it. It's better if you read it, apparently.
Yeah,
so
I've read it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Of course
I
you
gave up.
read it. You tried to ruin it
I
for me.
can suggest
manga
better
readers.
ones.
Okay, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not Attack on
You know what?
Titan.
For someone that hasn't watched it, okay, this is how good Attack on Titan is. All right.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I will tell you, like, there's you're a bhai, like he never watched anime. So every time he saw anime, he's like, cartoon. I don't watch cartoon. Like that's what he said. Mo cartoon herdina bande hai na.
That's exactly how
was
I
like,
feel.
Yeah.
I don't
You don't
want
watch cartoons?
Oh, really?
Oh, I
No.
love cartoons.
You never watched cartoons growing up?
When I was younger, like way younger, but now I don't watch cartoons.
Those type of cartoons, it's just not the same.
No, I'm not talking about like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
We're talking about like like Cartoon Network. There's some really good cartoons
Yeah.
like Adventure Time. Or like you never watch like I don't want to say Adult Swim, but Adult Swim has some
That's amazing animation.
I actually have. I watch more of like regular shows, like Friends. Like I love Friends or Modern Family. I don't know. I'm more of that kind of person.
Are you like
personally.
a jolly good? Like you have to listen to laughter in the back. Ha 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 ha.
But I love that. I think it's
Okay.
so fun. I don't know.
Maybe she might not like
I think
Attack
you
on
should
Titan.
watch Spy Family.
Spy Family.
That
Yeah,
is a
it's
good
a
one.
really
Okay.
cute, like easy to watch. It's
It's
a little
a show, right?
detective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you'll
Spy
like
Family,
it.
it's fun.
It's fun. It has good
But
like
if you
story.
if you like drama and sadness and action, Attack on Titan is
No.
Attack on
it-
Titan's
oh my God, she's like no.
It's so ugly.
It's not ugly.
It's so ugly.
Wait, why would you call it
Who,
ugly?
the Titans?
The art is ugly.
Oh,
So
I
if
see.
you don't
Okay.
like gore,
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
gore.
You don't
What do
like
you
gore.
mean?
I
The
don't
art
like
is
gore.
ugly.
The art is
The
so
art is
ugly.
amazing. They literally created
You're
the
right.
last episode in a movie so that
Fine,
people
fine.
go.
The art in
Yeah.
like an aesthetic, like art way, it is really good art.
The
But
acting
so
itself
good.
is
I don't
amazing
like
too.
it.
It's so good.
It's so
okay.
good. It's
It's
one of
so
it's
good.
one of
It's okay.
the best animes I've ever watched in my lifetime.
Okay.
That's all I'll tell you. And the thing is, okay, the writer. Okay, let me put it this way: the writer wrote the ending first,
Mhm.
and then he wrote it backwards, and everything from the first episode to the last episode is connected.
It's connected.
Maybe
That's
you
the
should have written
biggest
from the
part.
beginning to the end.
no,
so
no, no.
That way it would make
but that's
sense.
the whole point of it.
No, it does. It does
The
make
ending
sense.
is the beginning.
It does make sense.
And
I
even-
just don't like it because
even I can do that. I
understand
can write
it.
the ending now, then start.
Yeah,
from
you,
the
yeah, you
beginning.
get out of it.
That's
Anyways,
that's a slow.
But so anime and traveling. So
Traveling.
So you guys are big travelers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I like traveling too. So what is your favorite location you visited so far, and where do you guys want to go next, so that the audience knows
Ooh.
our NYP founders a little bit better?
What about you,
Ooh.
Avi? What's your
Traveling.
favorite?
Oh, man, I've had I would say, I mean, you would break it into like why you're traveling there for. So for nature, I would say Iceland. That is a country that just feels like it's on another planet.
Yeah.
Really?
Highly recommend doing the whole ring road.
Okay.
Going with your best buddies, whatever. We lived off of ice cream and gas station food for a week. The food in Iceland is absolute dog shit, but the
What's their
memory-
original food? Like, what do they eat?
like fish, like
Oh, that makes
raw
sense.
fish.
Oh,
Like
raw
fish?
fish.
Like
seasoning.
you
Like
like
sardines.
like I don't even know. We didn't even go to a restaurant because I was so
Oh.
scared of
There's
what
no
they had.
dal bhat masu?
Okay.
So we went in
Unfortunately, probably
Reykjavik.
not.
In Reykjavik, there was one Nepali momo spot,
Mhm.
and we're like, we gotta go there.
Yeah.
So we went inside. We ordered a plate of 10 momos for like $30. It's that expensive. And the reason
Yeah.
why it's that expensive is because they have to import the chicken from like UK.
They don't
'cause you
have
ca-
chicken there?
You can't grow chickens in Iceland. They die from the cold.
Oh.
So they only raise cows. Yeah.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
go out, the only farming or whatever thing is like cows.
Tell me. Okay.
Chickens die. So
Okay.
they import the chicken meat. So that's why it's so expensive. And then the
Oh, I see.
portions like chicken, it's like mainly pito, and it's like like little chicken. And I don't want to hate on this mom and pop shop in Reykjavik, but goddamn, it was overpriced and it was so underwhelming.
Yeah.
They probably pay like $15 for that chicken to be,
Yeah.
Probably more.
But I'm sure there they really enjoy it because there's nothing else like around
Yeah.
there, right? So
Yeah,
I mean,
Wow.
just the fact that there's no chicken.
yeah. I mean, maybe global warming now. Maybe
you
there's
said
like
that. I was like, how is there no
There's
chickens
there's a
there?
couple chickens now. Like recently, the recent articles, they said that Iceland started just getting mosquitoes. Because of
Really?
global warming.
Oh,
So
wow.
now,
Really?
yeah. So now
Oh my
there's
gosh.
mosquitoes in Iceland, which is,
Mhm.
I
That's
mean,
bad.
like
That's
it's
scary.
bad,
Really
but like
bad.
that's a clear sign of global warming, right? Like what the
Yeah.
heck? Like a country that never had mosquitoes. Damn, I would have lived there.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Like, those are the little things, right? That shows global warming. I didn't even realize
Yeah.
that because it's so cold that mosquitoes shouldn't even survive.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's
Any
absolutely
other
insane.
favorite spots?
Any other favorite spots? I mean, I went to Peru. It was really cool. They have really
Machu
good
Picchu?
food. Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
That was really nice. The food scene in Peru is amazing.
Mhm.
We went to, at the time it was like ranked the #1 restaurant in the world.
Oh wow.
We actually
Really?
planned the whole Peru trip on that
Wait,
reservation.
Is that the one where you got sick?
No.
Oh, okay.
Totally throwing him under the bus.
I'm
No.
sure you told me there was like one restaurant that was supposed to be the best, and everyone
Yeah,
got
no,
sick.
no, yeah. I got food, like I got nauseous a little bit. I didn't get sick.
But
sick.
no food poisoning.
No, not food
From
poisoning.
the number one restaurant.
From the number one restaurant because it was mainly seafood. It was mainly seafood, and I don't know,
Like
I'm
raw
not.
seafood?
Let's say again.
Like raw seafood?
Like raw seafood. Like they take you through this whole like experience through
okay.
Peru, right? And then you get like you eat like something from the mountains, you eat something from the ocean. It was a very elaborate
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Was it worth $500 for a meal?
$500.
$500 for a meal?
Like, wait,
Yeah.
USD
So,
or, like,
what do you do
Peru,
for a
like,
living?
money?
I was like, whenever my friend told me, he said it was gonna be $200 something, $300, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. But then this man, during the dinner, says, "Can we get the wine pairing?
Oh no!
Can we get the wine pairing?" And I'm like, dude, you know that's gonna be expensive as shit, right? And he's like, oh no, but like we're in a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
And then we get the wine pairing, it doubles our bill.
Oh no!
Where our food is like everything is elaborate plating, so there's like minimal portions, and we're super hungry afterwards. So we go to a burger spot right after spending
Oh my
$500
God.
to get like a $2 burger. And honestly, that whole day, the only thing I remember is that burger. 'Cause that burger was really good.
Wow.
So the 7-course meal didn't fill you.
No, not at all.
They're tiny because I've been to one in New York, and after actually I went to McDonald's because I was like, well, now what? I'm still hungry.
It is.
And that was expensive too. It was like $200 for being in New York per person,
Well, that's
which was
New York.
crazy.
I think those places are not for hunger, just for experience.
It's
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that good. Like the
Okay.
best part was the dessert or McDonald's. Sorry.
Yeah.
No caviars.
No caviar. Like filet mignon. What are you, Anuka? You had a couple of places.
Favorite? I think right now my favorite. I just came back from Vietnam. Like right before I went to Nepal, I went to Vietnam for a friend's wedding,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. It was like such a unique place that I had never expected to go to, and it kind of looked like Nepal because of the traffic and then the hills and everything, but the experience was just so amazing. Like like we went to the mountains of Vietnam, and you know in the paintings you'll see like the mountains and the shadows, and then
Yeah.
that's what it was. Like you look outside and that's how like the scenery would look, and it was so beautiful, and the
Yeah.
people were amazing, like
Yeah.
so sweet.
How was the food there? Were you fine? No,
was
no
so good.
sickness.
No.
Yeah. Okay. good.
Food there, like I think Vietnamese food, like they
Yeah.
use a lot of like spices and fresh herbs and vegetables. Like I ate like so much vegetables.
Is it similar to Nepali food or not really?
No, I wouldn't say it is. But then the spices are kind of like, I would say like you would be okay with it.
Okay.
Like you
wouldn't
wouldn't
die.
think it's like too foreign,
Yeah,
you know?
okay,
Like
okay.
yeah, it was really good. But last
Nice.
year we went to Japan, and that was also
Nice.
incredible. Like
Did you do like the entire skincare thing? 'Cause I know that it's Japan or is it
did.
Korea?
Korea,
It's
and
one
people
of
do
those-
it in
it's one
Japan
of those
too.
countries where
Yeah.
You get the scalp treatment done on your skin.
Yeah.
And all the skincare.
I mean, they do
You
it
that?
any-
Next time
Anytime
I go
they
to
go to,
Korea,
like,
I need,
Asia.
a nice jawline.
Yeah.
Jawline.
Come back like a K-pop. I'm about to be.
I did buy a lot of skincare though. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why
Yeah,
I
go
want to
on,
go there for the main purpose of just to do skincare, like a hair treatment, like this color. I think it's the color.
theory, yeah.
I don't know what it's called. You know
Color
what it's called?
analysis?
Yeah, I want to get that done for myself. Like what colors look best on me.
Yeah.
I wanna get it done in Korea. Why not? You know.
Hey man, I just use soap on my face. So, I've been told my skin is pretty good.
But your skin is really
Yeah,
good.
your
for
skin
just
is
soap.
good,
skin's
huh?
Soap.
Okay, what
From
soap
Nepal.
is that again?
Is it Dove? Is it Dove soap? Dove is
The
really
blue
good.
one in Nepal where you use it to like.
Oh my god, the virus thing.
Clean dishes, right?
Oh man.
No. I'm
I
joking.
just
Don't
thought
do
of a show for Arya, like, gossip and fashion with Arya.
that. Yeah.
That would be so fun. I would love to do that. Please.
Her
She's
eyes
gonna bug
lit
you
up.
now.
Yeah, she's
That's
gonna bug us,
the
right?
best thing
Let's
right
do
there
that
for
show
me.
once a month.
Yes, please.
Get all the tweenies.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, do you ever hear about this? Like
Yeah.
skin color? Like,
I don't think they talk like that anymore.
well,
I think they have advanced. Like,
A little bit.
I have seen technology kind of like become what it is, like what YouTube was in the very beginning to what it is now, and like the type of videos that used to come on. There used to be this phase where every like 9-year-old or 10-year-old would have a music video.
Yeah.
Rebecca Black, have you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
But now she's a really
Friday.
good singer apparently.
Is she a good singer?
She's actually a really good singer.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
She's got a
Is
ton of
she?
she's got a ton of
Okay.
You only remember by like
Yeah,
Friday
Friday.
song, right?
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, that
And the
song.
other
Is she a
songs-
professional singer now?
She's a professional singer.
I think she took a lot of classes after that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
she was a
sure.
kid. Like, what
She was a kid back
then.
She was a kid. What are you?
But
gonna
she
do?
earned a lot of money from
Oh, yeah,
that.
she still earns a lot of money. I think
I find it catchy though.
it is catchy. Her Saturday song after Friday, because she made fun of Friday in her Saturday song, and that Saturday song. is
There's a
actually pretty
Saturday
good.
song.
There's a Saturday
wow,
song.
I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, it was weird times growing up. I'll tell you that for
Wow.
sure.
I was one of those people who was like, dislike. I
Oh my
gotta make
God.
this the most dislike.
You were the hater? Oh my goodness.
It was everyone was hating on Friday. Let's be
I like that. I like
It's
that.
one of the most disliked videos.
That also
on-
got her popular. That's
Yeah, I know.
it got her popular. Like
And
nowadays.
I don't see any difference nowadays. It's like the same kind of music nowadays.
I feel
Artists
like
create.
people tried to do really well back in the day, and they would still get popularity, having like the most dislikes, and they would just like turn it around.
Yeah.
But I feel like nowadays a lot of people on social media do some crazy stuff just for the.
I hate how YouTube got rid of the dislike bar.
It's
Like,
not there anymore.
It's not
Really?
there anymore.
it's
Oh.
there.
It's there. We get to
What?
see it.
You get to see it?
Yeah.
We get to see how many people.
No, but you
dislike
get to
it.
see it.
Yeah.
We don't get it. As a viewer, we
Oh,
don't
so
get
like
to
you
see
can hit dislike, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything.
It's
No,
not
it
like
they-
Shows,
they
a
get
peop- like
it.
a person
Yeah.
who posted.
Oh.
it's
Like,
not like
creators will see
it
it.
doesn't show the number of dislike to you guys, the audience, but it shows to her like 20% disliked your video,
And since
80%
we know
liked your
math,
video.
we know exactly
Yeah.
how many dislikes that happened from percentages. So it was like, oh, is that 20
We
people?
do get dislikes in our
Yeah.
videos sometimes.
It's apparently it's always in the videos with Prapti, and she's so
Yeah.
opinionated. It's always a girls episode, like for some reason.
Oh,
I told her as we had a lot of videos, it's like the only dislike we get are on your videos, whichever videos you're on.
Oh.
That's
But
because
it's
she
fun.
has
You're gonna
talked
get a
about
bunch of
like
dislikes on this
controversial
video
stuff.
Ah, yeah,
from
listen, man.
NST.
Anything is good.
Oh,
Anything
no.
is good. I'll definitely get a lot of dislikes.
You're gonna get a call from your
I'm
dad.
very. The thing about me is like I'll hold people accountable. I'll call people out, and I
Yeah.
think that's a New York of me. Like I've
No,
been in
that's
New
good.
York since 2001,
Yeah.
and I moved here in 2016.
Yeah.
Right, so the New York of me is I don't do well with bullshit. If I know you're doing something, I'll just be like, bro, and I don't like the over explaining. I'm just more like, get the fucking point. Like, tell me.
What do you think
it?
is like the biggest difference of Nepali people in New York versus Nepali people in Dallas?
I didn't really know that many people in Nepal, and plus in New York. Sorry, there was a lot of Tibetan community in Queens.
Oh.
Himalayan Yak was just like this. Man, it was like it looked like a Nepali restaurant when it first opened, but then when they redid it, it was nice. But people are also very very. They're not as open. They're like in New York, right? Everybody's kind of like doing their own thing. They have their
Yeah.
own life. It's so busy. I grew up a lot around like Pakistani, Indian, like Spanish, in Stony Brook, University. At that.
Oh, you were over there.
Yeah, I was
Long
over there.
Island,
I was
yeah.
all the way in Long Island, and I had a big like group of friends. Even if I don't talk to them for like a couple years, like the moment we meet, we'll pick up where we left off. So those are the type of friendships that I have, and I have like friends. I had a group of friends that I used to go party with. I had a group of friends, different separate group of friends that I used to study with. And they would know
Mr.
each
Popular. So many
other. Well, I wasn't
friends.
popular. I guess I just knew
How
how
long
to like
ago was
segue
this?
in. This is
This
it's a long
yesterday.
time ago. I just say I'm 40 because I just don't. want the
Anyways,
attention.
we have come like nearly to the end, so
we could
we
go on
still
for
have
hours.
one.
We should definitely do an NYP. You guys should definitely do an NYP
Yeah, show.
like
NYP show?
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, come up
Yeah.
with an idea. Maybe
Yeah,
we can see it through if you have a good audience.
Especially
that
if you know what it is. I was thinking is like when you had guys like Sajandai come,
Mm-hmm.
and even like you guys want to like talk to your NYP people,
Yeah.
like your listeners, right? And that would be a great way to
Yeah.
like
Wait,
really.
I have an idea. I feel like all the guests that have been on your show, like all can show up to like an NYP event, like a little collab.
yeah,
That would be
absolutely.
so cool
Yeah.
too.
I mean, everybody's kind of in NYP already.
Well, I think he's coming to our events to meet people to bring onto the show.
No.
He's
I genuinely
sourcing.
enjoyed the workout ones is what I enjoy.
Yeah.
I know Nirman did one. I know Aishwarya hasn't done one yet, but she did the first one. Kripa Didi
she
had
did.
asked me to come. I go to the Kripa Didi's. She.
I've seen you there
Yeah,
a couple times.
or else she'll be like, she'll bribe us.
Is there one on Thursday? I'm gonna come to that one.
I feel so.
There's
Yeah, they do
one.
it every Thursday. Yeah, they do it.
Yeah,
I haven't been
it's-
able
it's
to
a
go
great
to
thing.
much. It's been so busy, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Mike has
So
a game
we're
for us.
almost to the end, and we still have one more section. We have a game today.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
By the way, I don't know anything about this. He does everything.
Oh,
He sets it
okay.
up.
Even Arya
And
hasn't played any
I'm
game.
scared.
He usually sets
The
this
last
up.
game was so bad that we played.
Really?
What was that?
It was we had to choose from like a list of questions.
Okay,
Do you
that's fine.
remember?
Oh yeah.
We had to answer truthfully.
He'll probably, you can do it. You can do it.
Oh.
I'm not playing this,
Oh,
right?
wait.
Oh, you need one. Sorry.
Thank you.
You can do half enough.
Me? No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay, we
Half
can,
and
like,
half.
I'll
we
say
can
it.
split the board in
You can
half.
do
I
half
know
and
you're
half.
gonna. I know he always sets me up for failure.
Oh.
Who cares, man?
Are you competitive?
I'm
I feel like you're competitive.
The game is rank these fictional characters without knowing who is next.
Oh, okay.
What does
So
that
rank
mean?
these, you can just make it half.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can't change it. So you go 1 to 10.
Okay.
You have to rank them, but you don't know. You could get like, let's say, for example, the first person could be Elon Musk, and the second person
not
could be
fictional.
What are we
Oh.
ranking? What criteria?
No. So today it's fictional characters.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So whatever fictional character comes up, you just have to rank it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there may be
How many
around
people- how many
13,
characters
14 list,
10, right?
but only 10. You should write only 10. You can even take out some characters and create a separate list
Okay.
for where you don't want to list these characters. Okay.
Oh.
Right, so
I wanna-
top
I
10.
wanna- I want to help with the judging.
1 to 10, and
Okay.
even Shushan can play, right?
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So once a rank is given, it cannot be changed. So if you have ranked someone 1, and if another
Oh, I see.
like
So-
comes up, and you're gonna
Okay.
change that
How many characters are you gonna say? Like more than 10?
more than 10.
Okay.
Why would you do more than 10?
Because there's some characters you don't like, you can put it
Okay, so you
elsewhere.
can substitute.
Like-
Yeah, you can
Oh, you can
substitute.
make a
Okay.
non-create.
It's not substitute, but you can put it in separate. And at the last, if your 10s are not filled up, you have to fill that position with the
The other ones. in
the
your
other
trash.
ones in the worst category.
Okay, so if you don't,
Yeah.
if you have certain people,
Yeah.
how many can you not rank until you
yeah,
have to
yeah,
rank?
yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be a little bit difficult for people to judge. So who to take out?
But
who
once
not to
you
take
rank
out.
them, you can't change the rank.
Once you rank, you cannot change though.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
You
ready.
get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Fun.
So you don't know what's coming next. Okay.
Mike puts a lot
All
of
are
hard work
fictional
into this.
characters this time.
I better see some anime characters.
Hitman.
Hitman.
I don't even know who this is.
Is it an actual person or just like a title?
It's
thing?
He is.
WWE.
He's
he
play.
in a
He's a wrestling character.
Is it WWE?
Oh.
It's WWE. I think he read your thing. You're into WWE. You were into
But
WWE.
I was, but,
But
I
this
don't
is
know
way-
who
This one.
Hitman
Abhilash
is.
is probably too young to like even know
Yeah.
who Bret
Who
the Hitman Hart
Hitman
is.
Yeah,
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Hitman.
Sharpshooter.
I don't know.
That's
what
where
that
he.
is. I'm
I
looking.
always say a dialogue, and he said it. It's like I'm the best there
Damn.
is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And he's the one that said it. And I always say it all
Oh, got it. That
Oh.
makes sense.
I'm
Okay.
sad
So
to
where have
see
you
that
ranked it?
Everybody has him in
Last?
trash.
the time. You
No,
don't
it's
know
not
who he
even
is.
I don't know who
Josh.
trash.
Like,
I don't even know who
rank him.
Hitman is.
He's saying it from his generation. That's why I know him.
No, it's
know,
these
like,
are
my
fictional
Undertaker.
characters, and it's from any generation.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
James
James
Bond.
Bond.
Okay, I know who James Bond is.
Okay.
If this is gonna be like a rank of sexy men, then he'd be up there. But
You can do it. You can do it whichever way you
Whatever
want.
rank
Okay.
you want.
Honestly, okay.
I'll put him like maybe 4.
That's what I did.
Ooh,
So similar.
did we all do? Oh, you did 5. Okay,
He's like, I'm
I think there's sexier men
Okay.
than James Bond.
I think so too.
Ranked.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Are these all AI?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Devdas.
Devdas.
I
Devdas.
hated this movie. I
Shah Rukh Khan, Devdas.
this guy. Oh,
It's just sad. It was a good movie. Maybe.
I just hated
The
his
character
character.
Devdas,
Me
not the
too.
movie
Oh, the
Devdas. The
character?
Yeah,
character.
yeah, yeah.
Character
You have to-
Devdas.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
still gonna
hated that
rank him.
character, man. Such a loser.
Maybe these are like list of loser men. Is that what this would be? Okay, I'm gonna
Loser
put him
men.
like.
And at the last, we'll check your rankings. You know,
Oh,
We're
okay.
ready to put these guys.
Okay. Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
He was
feel like-
cute.
I feel like this is a list of like how many, like which people that we think Sushant can like bench press or something.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Then Hitman would be like not on the list.
I didn't watch. What was this?
Harry
one?
Potter, Harry Potter.
I didn't really watch Harry Potter.
I think
Yeah.
Dumbledore.
One of the few books I've ever read in my life.
Yeah,
You
I
read
didn't-
all
I
of
didn't get
them?
into
They were
Harry
big
Potter.
books too.
Yeah,
You don't
I was a big
read?
Harry Potter nerd.
I don't like reading books.
You can listen.
Though,
You-
I'm even the movie. I haven't watched it. I'm more of a Star Wars guy.
every winter, like winter break, my brother and I used to like just marathon.
So have you guys
Harry
ranked
Potter.
it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
And maybe this winter is your turn. You and your brother can marathon it.
My brother, he's
Next
gonna be like, "What
person.
anime are we watching?"
Crypto.
Crypto. Okay.
Okay.
Definitely not a lab, by the way.
Who cares? That's an animated stuff.
We're not-
That's ChatGPT.
Did you? Well, actually, in the old one, he is actually. He's probably a lamb in the old cartoons.
Okay.
He's like a smaller dog in the new movie.
Yeah, in the new movie. I like the new movie. I think they went with the
Anything
different-
dog for me is gonna be ranked high.
Ooh.
For any animal.
All
I don't know.
Next one.
Alien.
Oh,
I'll
It's
put that out as number
crazy.
one.
You would put number one.
Yeah.
It's an iconic character.
I
though.
did. I
It's
did
an
like
iconic
Alien
character.
quite a bit.
From the like.
Do I like
Wait,
Alien?
I never watched
Dumbledore?
it.
I don't
I
know if I
know
like
it, but I
You
haven't,
don't know
Alien is a really popular
Alien from the
movie.
movies.
Even nowadays,
I haven't
though.
watched it
It's-
though.
Predator versus
God.
Alien.
Alien versus Predator.
Alien, the first movie that
Ripley.
everyone was called Alien.
Have I watched it?
Prometheus?
No.
Wait, is that the one
Prometheus.
where they like fight?
Prometheus, Alien,
No.
Alien versus Predator.
No, in any
Prometheus
movie,
is
there's
when
aliens,
how,
so just
like,
rank
it
alien.
showed how the alien actually came about. It's like a prequel.
E.T.
Any alien that you know.
E.T.
There's
I
a-
know that
E.T.
one
from-
Bollywood movie.
But actually, this is the
Oh,
alien
yeah,
from
you know,
Alien.
what's his name?
Jadu.
Jadu.
Yeah, I know Jadu. Okay, can I write his name instead? He was so adorable.
Yeah, whatever you have watched. Actually, this is the alien from Alien, but
You know, there's like
they haven't
there's
seen
like
the
a
movie, so
conspiracy theory saying like Jadu is actually from Avatar.
looks like
He's
looks
from
like
the-
He's
something.
from the
Like
same
Avatar, yeah.
universe as
It's-
Avatar,
He
and then
was
he
so
came to
cute.
came to Earth.
I think that's
Who came up with that conspiracy theory?
That's so
He needs-
stupid.
He needs to read a book.
He came from the Avatar world.
Alien next.
okay.
Dracula.
Dracula.
Okay,
Hmm.
Dracula.
You even have the
Not
option
that
to.
Dracula, but the modern Dracula. I
Yeah.
think it would be
Who's the
pretty
modern Dracula?
good.
There are many
What
Draculas.
was that? That DC movie? What was it? Morpheus? Was it? Interview with a Vampire.
Oh,
Tom Cruise and Brad
Oh.
Pitt. Good
I
movie.
thought you meant the new season.
So now let's see your
There's another
rankings.
one. Wait,
Can
I
you
haven't.
show?
I haven't ranked everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, we still have
Yeah,
space.
up until
No.
now.
We are just checking like where
Oh,
you have
okay.
ranked
Yeah,
it. Because you,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So Dumbledore is number 3,
Damn, these
James
guys are hard to
Bond
please
number
with the
4,
number ones,
Alien,
man.
Dumbledore number
Well,
7.
I don't know. It's
I'm
kind of
waiting for it.
hard.
He took out Hitman. She took out what? Hitman and Crypto.
Yeah.
Why
You don't like
Crypto? You don't
I
like
just
Crypto?
feel like everybody else is like human-esque, but Crypto's not. So I was.
Yeah, it's just
She
fictional
hates
characters.
dogs.
I know.
She hates dogs.
She hates dogs, guys.
I am a cat.
She's
person.
a cat person.
Oh, really?
She's a
Oh,
dog
that's
hater.
why.
Devdas and Dracula are low for her.
Yeah, Devdas and Alien, and also Dracula's kind
Next,
of
Sherlock Holmes.
number one.
No.
Benedict Cumberbatch one. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Of
don't know
course.
any of these characters.
Wait.
I don't think she watches anything.
What?
What do you watch?
What
Fashion?
school have you been going to?
What generation are
Do
you
you know
from?
Sherlock Holmes, like the character?
I've heard of it, but I don't know
Heard?
where he's from.
Does that make you feel old?
Oh my!
I don't know where
It's
he's
not.
from.
It's not even old thing. Like Sherlock.
Sherlock Holmes is more like back in the day.
Iconic.
Yeah, Sherlock-
No, it's not.
What movie is he from?
Sherlock Holmes has been there from
just trying to make you
1900s,
feel old.
and like the series have been still. They're still making series.
series?
It doesn't have to be a
There are, like,
series. He's just like
10,
the
15
most
series
famous,
of
like,
Sherlock
detective
Holmes.
ever.
When someone
Iron
says
needs to be in every
detective,
episode
who do you
Yeah.
from now on.
Yeah.
Detective?
Yeah.
When
Every
someone says
detective is
detective-
based on Sherlock
Officer,
Holmes,
a
though.
police officer.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
like a
that-
character.
I don't
No,
think
like
it's
a character. Like if you, if
Like, who's
someone
gonna
says
solve
detective,
something? Yeah.
Like which person's face comes up to you?
Whenever, I mean, like probably someone from a show, or a TV show.
Yeah,
I watch.
yeah, but what
This
show?
is the generational gap.
him.
This is the generational
Sherlock
gap.
Oh my
Holmes.
god!
That
It
much
doesn't have to
older.
be him, but like Sherlock Holmes.
You're
Yeah.
aren't you?
I
Creed's back?
I
Oh
really
my
don't know.
God.
I'm sorry.
He's like the most famous.
older.
You need to
detective
call her
Well,
to
like,
her book
26
club
or
and
something.
like
Yes.
Sherlock Holmes books.
But like still, Sherlock Holmes is like a very integrated part of
Yeah,
my
it is. I mean, not. I don't
childhood.
think for the newer ones. For the
No, I
newer
feel like
generation.
Sherlock Holmes is just like part of not just pop culture, but like just
yeah, history.
Block.
yeah,
Yeah,
history.
throughout the
I guess.
history.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean,
I'm bad at
what-
history,
what do you
guys.
call
Call
Been around
that.
for a
It's
very
not
long
even
time.
about history. It's just like
I think I think the most iconic Sherlock Holmes movie was the one that what's his name played.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that was a good.
That was a good one too.
That was a good
But
one.
my favorite is Benedict Cumberbatch, so thank you for throwing him up there. Sherlock Holmes, number one.
I think you like the actor more than Sherlock Holmes. That's
You
why
know,
you're putting out
Yeah.
Sherlock
I
Holmes.
remember when I watched it, and it was like it's British, right? And we were like, oh my god, British people are ugly, because he looks so weird. And then you keep watching it, and you're like, oh my god, I love Sherlock. I love Benedict Cumberbatch.
like an
So
acquired
next
taste.
one, Jon
Oh, I
Snow.
love Jon
Jon
Snow.
Snow.
He's getting number
I
one for
am a
me.
big Game of Thrones fan.
I don't like Game of Thrones.
And he's so cute.
After the second season, couldn't watch it.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
the
You
ending,
love
I
Attack on
think.
Titans and hate
I
Game
heard-
of Thrones?
how?
did
Yeah,
it
what the
for a
heck?
reason.
I just felt like
I
there's too many characters dying left and
You know
right.
about Game of Thrones?
That was the good
yeah, the
part.
show I
That was
actually
what
like.
made it
I
so
don't believe
good.
you.
I
You're
love
just saying
Jon
that.
Snow. No,
You don't know who Jon Snow is.
I think it got really bad after the
I
fourth
know.
season.
Okay, okay.
But the first 4 seasons were really,
I watched it
really
up to the Red Wedding.
Yeah, that was
And
so
then after
good.
that, I was like, man,
Okay.
everyone's dying. Everybody
Really?
likes dying.
Yeah.
You know what? You didn't miss much. It's fine.
Yeah. See?
It was a good show, except for the last 2 seasons.
Last
Last
season.
season,
Last
I heard
season.
Last season was really bad.
Next, Juliet from Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Juliet.
Juliet.
Girl power.
Damn.
William
Is she
Shakespeare.
gonna go number 2 or number 9?
So Romeo and Juliet was written by William Shakespeare.
No, it's gonna come
I know
next.
that, yeah.
Sherlock Holmes was written by Conan Doyle, Sir
Yes.
Arthur Conan
Oh,
Doyle.
I see.
So those are the 2 writers from back then.
Okay.
Have you heard of The Hounds of Baskerville?
Oh, that one is so good. The book,
Arya is
the
going to
novel.
be
Yeah.
your next person in the book club.
Yes.
I actually need to
You're
join,
actually
guys.
like
This
now
is so
obligated
bad.
to come to the
This is so
of
bad. I
how
need to know
bad
more.
you don't know anything.
We should have Arya play every game from now on. You just have
Yeah.
the camera focus on her when you ask questions.
That's scary,
Next
guys.
character, Jack Sparrow.
Oh, he's good. Okay.
I used to play all the Pirates of the Caribbean video games.
There's video games?
Yeah, on the Nintendo DS. Oh, that was my childhood. So good,
I always
Yeah.
thought like movie video games sucked.
except for Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was more of a Metal Gear Solid guy.
Mm,
Metal Gear Solid is a good game.
I was
And I
So-
liked, what do you call Days Gone?
Snake.
As the one. It was an old game.
Days Gone By. No, Snake is the main character for.
I think you meant like Snake. I was like, I like that game too.
Yeah, Snake game
the
is
guy
good.
with
She's like
the eye
doing-
patch.
Yeah.
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 But the first one came in the PlayStation 2 or
Yeah,
PlayStation
Yeah.
1?
PlayStation
Amazing
2.
game.
2.
No, it was PlayStation 1.
Yeah, PlayStation 1, yeah.
Yeah.
So have you ranked
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Captain America?
Yeah.
Damn, you guys are going to put Captain America at number 10?
Damn, I already finished. I can't even
I'm
put it on
so
the list.
sad.
Not a
I can't believe Captain
Well,
America's number 10.
well, once you rank, can you substitute once you've already
No,
ranked?
no.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
Give up
Are we
Captain
done?
America.
How many more characters are coming?
There are.
Don't put him in number. Is there more?
I'm
Yeah.
putting him in the trash.
Yeah, it's trash. Captain America.
I should have put.
So we'll
Ava.
even
never
see their
connected with him in
trashes.
Avengers.
So
Never.
at the last, we'll
You
even
can be
see
racist
like
because
which
it was
character you have put in
1920.
trash.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
The
racist. Yeah,
rest
put
go
him
in the
in
trash for me.
Next is Homelander.
Oh,
Oh
actually,
my
do.
god.
I
Okay,
like
you know what?
Homeboy.
Homelander.
Another one that
yeah.
I don't know. Again.
At least he's not
The
as
Boys.
famous as Sherlock Holmes.
I
Can be
love
excused.
the show.
The Boys. It's so good. It's so good.
Amazing show.
Amazing
Do
show.
you like gory stuff?
Dory?
Like gory, like bloody.
Oh, no, not really.
Then no,
Like,
you don't like
people
it.
Makes me sad. No,
No.
I like that.
Man.
You should watch Attack on Titan. You should watch The Boys.
The Boys.
Watch everything.
Game of Thrones.
Amazing.
So everyone has
no
ranked
more
it?
at all.
You know, guys,
Till
I
Homelander?
watched like Life of
Yes.
Pi the other day. I got so
Aw,
sad watching
Life of
it.
Pi is so good.
I had to stop
though.
watching in the middle of the movie. Started
Aw.
crying. So sad.
Oh man.
Shushan from NNM.
no!
Why would you
Damn
put that?
it.
Last-
You're fictional.
He is a fictional character. though.
Trash.
I don't have any
For
space.
you, you're above one.
Okay.
You're welcome.
There's no
I
above
knew
one.
he
right?
would do something like that.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
You're number 3.
No.
Look,
Number
you're
3.
way above. Don't worry.
So show your results at the end. Have you put
Okay.
Shushant in the trash?
No, he's up there, star.
No.
I see. What do you mean, no,
So
no,
he's
no?
in
It's like
trash.
Trash.
I put
Shushan
him
number
as, I put him
3.
as 0.
So Jack Sparrow, Jon Snow, Shushant, Dumbledore, James Bond, Alien.
Heroes.
Yeah.
My 3
Yeah.
heroes in my life: Jack Sparrow,
Sean.
Jon Snow, and Sushant.
Top three.
My top.
You know when
You know.
You know.
when you know, right?
Aw.
That's fun.
So Shushant, 2 trash.
No, number 1, Juliet. Okay.
Number 1 is Juliet, Jon Snow,
You
and
put
Juliet.
Juliet at number 9. I thought we were all about women empowerment.
Damn.
Damn.
She had to. She had
For all
to.
that time she's trying to call you out, like
You know what? She. I don't
you
know.
can't erase it anymore.
You're right. You're right.
You can't.
Even Alien is a girl.
Alien's a girl.
Yeah.
There we
No,
go.
it's not.
Women
It's
No,
Donovan.
it gives
Okay.
birth to another alien, so it's a girl.
No,
Oh.
I thought it was asexual.
I thought there was they're asexual, dude. They have eggs. Like I don't know.
No, if you have seen the alien movies, it's a girl.
No, you just.
He's
made
like,
that
if you've
stuff up.
seen.
All right, so
Okay.
one.
Closing statements.
Okay. Closing
Okay.
statements.
Closing statements. Well,
Okay.
you know, I would like for you guys, if you guys have a message to the audience, one by one, especially coming from you. I know you guys have said a lot about your organization.
Mm-hmm.
Again, amazing organization. Keep talking about it. You know, won't stop. Definitely check him out, everyone. But yeah, you guys, what message do you have for the people who listen to the podcast? What do you want to tell them?
I would say advocate for yourself, no matter what position you're in or no matter what you're doing. Just just look out for yourself and advocate for yourself. And to create a village, you have to be a villager. And for that, if you want someone to show up for you, you have to show up for them. So I feel like we're kind of in this era where we expect people or things to be there for us, but we have to show up for them. So NYP, I feel like has been a really good example of that. Like the people who come, they're looking out for themselves. They're looking out for the community. So I think that carries into like your personal life and also like your professional life and beyond. So be an advocate.
Very well said.
Nice.
Damn, Abhilash, I'm gonna follow up with that one.
Was it like a Minecraft reference?
A what?
A Minecraft.
A Minecraft reference?
You said be a villager. I was like,
No.
Like on the spot.
yeah, it was pretty good.
That was really good. Abhilash, can you top that?
I don't think so, but what I'll say is, put yourself out there. Put yourself out in the world and show everyone who you are. Be relentless and don't be afraid. And honestly, just talk to people. Come to events. It doesn't have to be NYP. Just come to anything, and just talk to people and know about their stories and tell your story too. Don't be afraid of telling your story. I think that's important. I think a lot of people feel like they have to listen to this, but like no, you tell your own story. Yap. We love yappers. So, yeah, just do that.
Ario. So you're going to go to your next NYP event?
I really do want to
Yay,
go. Especially
holiday
book club.
party.
I think I have to definitely go to one of those.
Book
for
club, book club.
sure.
You actually
Book
have
club.
to.
First event, guys, has to be the book club. I've learned from today. But I've had a great time learning about NYP. I actually didn't know much before I came to this podcast, but I really value, I guess, your admiration and how much work that you've put into that, So I think overall, I would love to go to an event in the future. And it's
Yay.
a place that even I can find a community in, And even talking about like a community, even in NSA, like in UTD, you've done such a good job where it's still growing till this day. And I'm so proud of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Look at you keeping it going.
Yes, we are. We're trying.
And again, she also has a foundation. One of the things about Arya is like her brother
He's autistic.
He's autistic. So there's a lot of like people within the community that might have an autistic member in their family and how to deal with it. And she's very open about wanting to talk about those experiences and want to bring that type of I guess you can say it. Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah, so basically for me is that I've just always seen my brother kind of be outcasted in society, especially in Nepali society, whenever we go to like holiday parties, for example, these parties, that's saying whatever, they always like give him the most meanest glares, like why is he here, whatever. So my goal is to shed light on the fact that he's not weird, he's not crazy, whatever. He's a part of society. And there's other kids that are like him who aren't even brought out to society, So I want to tell people that it's not meant for them to be hidden, We should know how to support them and love them and how you can do better for them.
Oh,
So
that's
amazing.
wonderful.
yeah.
I know there's a walk happening in January.
Yeah.
So I
Coming
know
up.
we're planning on promoting that a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
please do.
Mhm.
Well, you have
Excited. January 3rd, I
Arya
think.
will definitely be joining that walk
For sure.
and representing a News Non Some More. Get our shirt and with my face on it. No, I'm just kidding.
I want my face on it, not your
yes,
face.
yes,
Sorry.
your face on it, yes. I'm joking.
At her age, I think she's doing really good. Like
Oh yeah.
coming to our show, talking with the NIP guys, raising awareness about autism. Even we didn't know a lot of
Yeah,
things.
there's a lot of
about
things
them.
that I didn't know and I learned too, and that's the whole thing.
That's
about it.
everybody should be
You
learning
need to be
about.
curious.
Yeah.
You need to be able to talk. And I'm always happy to provide this,
Yeah.
platform to anybody. Even her, when she came in, she wants to talk about it. She reached out to me. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. I'm not there for the clicks or whatever it is there to have a digital footprint. It's a resume at the end of the day, and I feel like that's what we want to do.
I feel like the Nepali youth are so talented.
Yeah, they
I
are.
Oh, yeah.
learned so much from them. Like just from like my brother's generation, people were like, they're so talented, and like how like in Nepali society is like always listen to your elders. You should learn from them. I feel like we should be doing the other way around.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're growing up around the technology, right?
Yeah.
Like there's so many things. Like even AI. Like for me, it's like, oh man, if I'm in that time where I'm like, I didn't have AI when I was growing up to do my homework. You guys need AI to do this. That's where I catch myself thinking. I'm like, wait. That's how they're growing. This is the resources they have.
Yeah.
They're allowed to do that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, really, really thankful. I appreciate you guys coming on our show. Thanks for coming, Anuka. Thanks for coming, Abhilash. Like, it's been a long time coming, and I feel like this episode, will put NYP on the map, hopefully, and
It's already
we'll
on the
promote
map, by the way. It's expanding.
even bigger and better. Like,
Yes.
I
of
wanted
course.
to reach, everywhere. Like, if it's on YouTube, any Nepali person who's maybe in Australia, Nepal, all 50 states in the US, Canada, there is an organ. I want you guys to be, to be known about what you guys are doing,
Yeah.
and not because of who you guys are, is how you guys have created that foundation.
Mhm.
And I think it is a breath of fresh air. At least for me, it is,
Yeah.
because it's very modern, it's very unique, and most importantly, it's very inclusive. Like,
Yeah.
anybody can go there and talk, and they can say something, and they talk to as many people. You can network with a lot of people, and most importantly, like Anuka said, friendship.
Mhm.
Build proper friendship, and from friendship, you never know. You get
Mhm.
married, do business,
Yeah.
anything.
Friendship, relationship. We've
We've
had
got
some.
it
We've had
all.
some success stories. We've had some
Members,
success
everything.
stories.
Yeah. I've heard. So yeah, thanks for listening to this episode. 85% of you are not subscribed, so make sure you hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and if you don't hit the subscribe button, NYP members will be very mad at you guys.
Mhm.
So please hit it, and thanks for watching this episode. Peace.